underwear. Is that too much?
That is too little.
Too little?
Too little for me.
I mean, 8, you wear an entire week and then you wash.
No, you need 12 pair. January, February, March.
Yeah, you're right.
I think I'm like upwards to like 20, 25.
You have 25 pair of underwear and you didn't have a pair clean, ready to go to jog in?
All right,
So you go a month.
All right, I hear you.
You
I
go
hear you.
a month without washing your underwear?
All right. Well, sometimes underwear doesn't get into the load of laundry. It's just like a load of laundry. That's what it is. I clean clothes chaotically. I don't have a plan.
Wait, if it doesn't get in the load of laundry, where are you leaving your dirty underwear?
Is it just lying around like the jellyfish on the beach?
Do you have a hamper?
Yeah, I do have a hamper, but I don't know. I just grab whatever the top load of the hamper is.
Oh,
sometimes it has underwear, sometimes it doesn't, and I had bad luck.
You don't separate your whites from your colors and stuff when you wash them?
No, I have very few.
Jim's been separating whites from colors for years.
If you notice,
he was right.
I don't have too many white shirts.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Your sheets and your your
Yeah.
towels and socks. That's also you're supposed to wash that in warm water with a little bleach in there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not cleaning my sheets with my clothes.
Why not?
Because I don't even clean my sheets.
Oh,
my
God.
wife does. My wife does. That's what I'm saying. That's what I that's not my my role.
Do you guys do you wash your wife's clothes, or is that's off limits to you?
I need. Yes and no.
You need direction?
Yeah, which one's which?
Yeah, I don't even. I stopped doing that about 6 months ago. I was like, I'm not even going to ask questions anymore. I'll just wash my stuff.
Yeah,
I know I can wash your jeans, and I know I can wash like the cotton T-shirts and stuff. Everything else I'm steering clear of.
As long as you don't put the jeans in the dryer.
Yeah. Not only do I do it, but I think I do a better job.
Oh, I'm not saying about it.
Hot take.
Hot take. You're better at laundry?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. How many pair of underwear do you have, Jack?
At least 8.
At least 8, right?
What?
This 25 underwear thing is too much.
At least he didn't even give you an answer.
Well, he said
at
least.
least.
Well, that's fine.
So am I.
I said
I'm at least
Do you
8.
want to know how many without extra holes?
Oh, I don't even. If they get holes in them, they got to go.
Right. Well,
Yeah. No, there's no well. They got to go.
there is a well, but where's the hole?
What? Who cares where it is?
It matters.
Well, your mom doesn't care about that when you get into a wreck and you got a big hole in your underwear.
It's okay if it's near the top.
Near the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's around the waistband, man, let it ride.
So these Puma underwears are kind of thin, and when I put them on the same way, my thumb is on the inside. I think my thumb poked a hole through.
My God, man!
Your thumb?
What are you wearing? Like onion paper underwear? Is that what? Is it? Are these disposable underwear?
It's been a few months, but I think that's what caused it.
Now, stereotypically, women have so many pair of underwear, it is obnoxious. My wife must have 25 pair, 30 pair of underwear.
Let's guess on that.
She's like Ross.
Let's guess before she answers.
I think she has a bunch, dude. I think she has a bunch. I think she has.
What's the over/under? Is it 15? Do you think she has more than 15?
That's the exact number I was going to say. I think it's more like 20.
Well, why are you giving hints? Why are you nodding your head?
I did no such thing.
I love that. I love that gaslighting. I mean, we watched it happen. That's fine. Whatever. Listen, man.
If you didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Usually
I'm taking a page from your people.
I'm hearing
all right?
this,
I'm taking a page from your people.
I was ready to go lower, and then her eyebrows started doing this little dance.
I mean, it's got to be at least 20. I don't know if has 20 pair of underwear because it's more for them than it is for us.
I think it's under 15.
You think it's under 15? If Ross has the most underwear on this show.
I feel so comfortable where I'm at right now because of the amount of underwear that I have. I don't even believe you when you say that you have 8 pair of underwear. That's weird.
I think I have maybe a couple. I think maybe 10.
I'm talking total.
Yeah, about 10. Yeah, I just bought a new 3-pack.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how I gauge it. I had some old cotton ones left over. Then I got a couple pair of sacks.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, they cup you, you know?
And then you also have another pair of underwear that I'm aware of. You have the pair of 2-unders.
What?
2-unders.
No.
2-under.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I know that.
Well, you bought them?
No, a listener, for some strange reason, was like, yo, you got to try this underwear.
Listen, buddy, I got bad news for you. I do not wear listener underwear because I don't want them putting anthrax in the nut area.
It was in the package.
No. These were great, and they came from a listener you know.
And they were from Walmart.
I know. How many?
And they killed the crotch cricket.
I say 18. Jack says 15. What do you say, Ross?
No, you said 22.
I think a high number of underwear is like 45.
45.
I would go closer
You
to
barely
Ross.
have that much rice.
I think that
Uh-oh.
is.
I think that's.
Yeah,
up
that's
there.
closer. Ross is closest. It
For-
has its own drawer.
Yeah, 45 is a high number for underwear because here's the thing too.
Because you've got your panties,
Yeah,
and then
ladies-
you've got your underwear, and then you've got your control top underwear, and then you've got your cotton underwear, and then you know,
that's right.
yeah.
It's all of that.
And then there's
all
a
of
lot.
that woman
And
stuff.
then you have to get like
45.
different colors of the same underwear
Exactly.
depending on the dress. They're a walking Rubik's Cube, brother.
45
And then,
pair of
you've got to
underwear.
have those underwear that you only wear for that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because they can get
Right.
ruined, yeah.
Right. Pee panties. Hey,
No, okay.
Whoa,
Well,
wait,
once
I-
you, once
we
you
went
enter a
back-
certain stage,
Yeah.
they become pee panties. But
We were-
before that, they're period
Yeah,
panties.
yeah,
we
that's
looked
fine.
at that one differently there, Jay.
yeah. He was like, trying to save the word.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
there you
So
go.
I heard it wrong.
Right.
So, I guess we all did.
Yeah, I was just trying not to say that one word, you know.
What, period?
Oh God! Stop
Oh,
it!
come on. Oh, you mean menstruation.
Please stop!
Dog,
Period panties.
Please stop!
I have been.
Period.
Stop
period.
it!
I just
Obviously,
got
you have to stop.
I just got quadruple confused right there.
Why
I
is
thought
that?
you were saying pee as in penis, as
No.
in sexy lingerie. I was
No.
like,
No,
nice.
no
And
penis. No penis.
I thought he said pee as in urine.
Yeah, exactly. You sneeze, you laugh, you look wrong.
Do women even buy like sexy underwear thing anymore? Is that even a thing anymore? Because I heard Victoria's Secret kind of struggles a little bit.
Well,
and
they do,
mostly women buy like just high quality panties and bras for them. That
Yeah.
it's not necessarily like the lingerie thing anymore.
Well, it is and it isn't. I think they're just found that their stuff isn't really.
Sexy?
Well, no. It's definitely sexy. It's just not very high quality.
Oh, really?
It's not high
Shots
quality.
fired.
Shots fired.
It's not high
Yeah.
quality.
Really? Well, you know
You
when
gotta
you
go to Adam and
One
Eve for
tank-
the high quality stuff.
And the thing is, the crazy thing of this entire thing is, like, so, like, my underwear, when I get them, and I'm down for the man ones player, you know. Anyway, so I get those and ones. That's my favorite one,
That's the one from Walmart. Yeah.
right? Right, you get it from Walmart. They're like 3-pack, right? And a 3-pack is like $18, $15 or whatever. It's like $3 a pair. Man, when you guys go to buy, like I buy underwear sometimes for Christmas. Hot damn. Like $40 for 3 pair?
and they're tinier.
And I can hold $150 worth of panties in my hand. You never see them.
A wash rag is more.
Oh, way more.
Way more cloth.
I just paid $10 for 3.
And buddy, let me tell you, you better be glad you don't have to buy a bra. I'm close, I know. And the reason I say that is this: have you ever purchased or priced out a bra for your wife?
No.
How much do you think they are for a good one?
I know they can be like $50.
Oh, really?
Say-
Can they be like that's entry level?
Yeah, right?
How about 150 and up for a good one?
Yeah,
And you have to have 3 of those to rotate in and out. Hot damn!
you have more than 8 underwear.
I don't, buddy. I think I have 6 pair of and ones, and I think I have 2 pair, maybe 3 pair of cotton ones that are left over. And you know those cotton ones, man, they get all baggy below the waistband,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
they look like you've been wearing them for a week, or you've been mining in them or something.
That's weird.
They get like I've never had bell bottom underwear, but that's what happens with those cotton ones if you wear them. They do. They're like bell bottom dros.
I got 1 pair of underwear that's like the Doppler of like, oh, time to do laundry.
Oh, that's the one.
If that's the one I'm grabbing, yeah, I've got to do something else
And-
originally planned.
That's the brown buffalo, huh?
No to the texter. I don't have all the underwear. I get mine at Costco.
Yeah, very nice. Right, the Kirklands. He's a
That's-
Kirkland kind of guy.
It's class right there.
Yeah, it is class.
They-
Right?
they
Anytime
actually-
you can get a $1.50 hot dog and some underwear together.
Their underwear it's the same price as the Puma underwear.
Right.
But then I went with this new brand. Oh, like I don't
Do you get is it
I don't even
nylon
know.
or is it a cotton blend, like a hybrid, so it's a little
So
stretchy?
I went from the nylon to this cotton.
Yeah.
To this-
Okay, boxers or briefs.
Oh yeah, but it's the
Boxer brief.
boxer briefs.
Okay, good, because you're
Yeah.
not supposed to keep your boys close to your skin. That's not good for you, especially you, Ross, because
that's-
you're in
yeah.
that.
That's what
yeah.
it's surrounded by.
No. What I'm saying is you don't want nut huggers.
Right,
Okay, you don't want
That's why you
nut
gotta get
huggers.
Saks, homie. Saks got that pouch.
That's why they're outside the body. They're not supposed to be that warm. It's bad for sperm production.
Why are you?
Because you are the
You're
age
the
who's
only-
going to be.
right.
You're the only one
We're
who's going to start a
fixed.
family.
Who else is gonna give us a grandkid? You know.
Oh, the wheels on the show go round and round.
Who is gonna give us a grandkid?
Mhm.
We're all longing.
want a baby to bounce on
right.
Let's go. Smell baby hair.
I was at a baby shower this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And
You watch somebody's life end?
I
It's the end of life party?
it was
Was he
twins.
laying there?
No, it was twins, and there's a lot of kids at the baby shower, and
Deb knows.
and man, if only you guys were a fly on the wall for this. Everyone was like playing games like baby bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Hate baby.
Right? And then I was like, I had a couple beers in me, and I was just playing with the chalk that was left out for the kids on the sidewalk.
Like a 2-year-old?
Yeah, man, because I was like, man, I haven't played with chalk in forever. I
Yeah.
started playing with chalk, but this is a blast. The little girl walks over, red chalk in her hand, slashes the drawing that I was going.
Did you take that bitch?
And I was like, man, why'd you do that? You ruined it. And then I realized, like, I can't
Just a
respond with that.
Right, she's a chaos factor. They don't care.
Yeah.
I contend the best contraceptive there is twins. You just take them to somebody's house thinking about having a kid and let them run around the house for 20 minutes or so. And that's
Great
it.
idea.
Oh, the mood
You'll
will
be
pass.
wearing tighty whities before
Right.
you know it.
Yeah. Actually, where do I get the tight underwear?
We're going to go cycling in these super tight underwear.
Are you protected? No, but look at this underwear. It's very small.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Some of the biggest retailers in the world are making a change. Is being nice and being kind the same? There was an interesting study that came up with some conclusions of that. It was a very interesting thing. And there's something else driving up the insurance rates here in Florida. I'll tell you what that is. We didn't get to it yesterday. Plus, we have our features as well. Deb, news?
Yeah, we're going to talk about groups from Florida joining the March for Israel that's currently underway on the National Mall. Florida agrees to expand business ties with the UK. And, a woman's attempt to fulfill a dream has her facing charges in Pinellas County. We'll share her dream and more. Coming up next during Woke News.
You got it. All right.
It's a doozy.
407-916-1041. When is your 3 o'clock keyword? WIN. Get over to realradio.fm and send it off for your chance at $1,000. Back with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Make your smart speaker smarter. Hey, Google, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Boggy Creek Road at Simpson Road. There's delays due to an accident on US 192 eastbound at 429. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you could expect your regular pockets of congestion. Delays eastbound and westbound on I-4 between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC's $5 Famous Bowl. Gift yourself something extra tasty this holiday season. Packed with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, cheese, and gravy, all for just $5. It's finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Man, if you're looking for somewhere to hang out tonight, try the Wing House Bar and Grill. And here's why. Because on Tuesdays, they kill it. It's $2 Tuesdays, $2 Crown and Downs, $2 mixed drinks, $2 beers. That's every Tuesday all day long. And, of course, a great happy hour Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And they reboot it again from 10 p.m. to close. It's Wing House. Good food, beautifully served.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
When couples come into International Diamond Center looking for engagement rings, they have lots of pictures from websites, from Pinterest, from designers they love, and 99% of the time, we have what they want.
The brands that we carry are the brands the consumer asks for, the girls ask for, your future bride asks for.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire explains how IDC is always on the cutting edge because we partner with the world's leading designers, names like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dawsey, and dozens more.
Fashions come and go, but why do some brands stay forever? It's because they stay relevant.
IDC was chosen by these acclaimed designers, in most cases, as the exclusive retail partner in the region.
We try to provide the best of the best at the most current merchandise in the market today.
International Diamond Center, giving you access to the most sought-after brands in the world with a 5-star shopping experience with no compromises.
We want people to feel comfortable, relax, educate them, give them high quality for the right price.
Store hours and more at shopidc.com.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. and your future best in show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar and Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
At EasyCater, we get it. Ordering food for work means you have to deal with this. Client meeting on Tuesday.
Client wants Taco Tuesday.
19 people.
Need vegan options.
Our budget just got slashed. Meeting is now Monday.
What about Mediterranean?
Client still wants taco.
Claire has a nut allergy. Gluten-free. Under budget. Tacos for a client meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com. Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests.
Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Get Black Friday savings all month on used vehicles. Find your car now at OrlandoNissan.com.
Radio. Radio. 104.1.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us easily at 77031. When is your 3 o'clock keyword? If you're playing the game, get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. When is your 3 o'clock keyword? Good luck. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, as always, Woke News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Groups of Floridians are in Washington, D.C. today to attend the March for Israel. Local Jewish federations across the state sponsored flights to the nation's capital for people to attend this afternoon's gathering on the National Mall. Those attending the march say they will rally in support of Israel, call for the release of hostages, and stand against anti-Semitism. Organizers expect tens of thousands of people across the country to attend the demonstration. And among the Floridians attending today's March for Israel is Tali Dippold, the CEO of the Holocaust Memorial Resource and Education Center right here in Maitland. Meanwhile, officials in Gaza City are warning 3,500 people stuck inside the largest hospital in the region because it's surrounded by Israeli troops and tanks. Now, Israel claims Hamas is using the hospital as a human shield.
Right.
And there is an underground headquarters of Hamas militants.
Yep.
Meanwhile, several National Guard units are assisting D.C. police with today's March for Israel rally. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser told reporters yesterday that the National Guard is going to be deployed at certain traffic safety points, redirecting vehicles and blocking intersections, but there are no reports of any violence so far. About 60,000 people are expected to attend today's rally, which began at 1 o'clock.
All right.
Now, on the same day that thousands are marching in the nation's capital to support Israel in its war against Hamas, the Florida chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CARE, gathered at the state capitol to call for a ceasefire. Florida CARE's executive director, Imam Abdullah Jaber, accused Israel of committing war crimes and said they're being funded by American tax dollars and by elected officials, including those here in Florida. Also at today's gathering in Tallahassee was Democrat State Representative Angie Nixon, who last week introduced a resolution calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. It was unsuccessful. All right, 4 bills passed by lawmakers are now in effect in Florida.
All right.
Governor Ron DeSantis yesterday signed those bills into law. They were passed in a special session last week. They include more sanctions against Iran, funding for security at Jewish day schools and preschools, relief for areas hit by Hurricane Idalia, and money for residents to make their homes more hurricane resistant. And with DeSantis' signature, the laws took effect immediately.
Boom.
All right, Florida is expanding its business relationship with the United Kingdom. Governor DeSantis was in Jacksonville earlier today to sign a memorandum with UK leaders. The new trade agreement is aimed at strengthening business ties in several industries like space, artificial intelligence, and medical technology. It would also encourage Florida and UK universities to share research. DeSantis says the UK is the state's top international investor, with British companies creating more than 70,000 jobs, not to mention buying up most of Osceola County.
I was going to say, I think at one point the Brits were the largest landowner outside of
the Mormons?
Americans, and I think the Mormons is what took them over. There for the longest time, I think the Brits were the number one landowner outside of Floridians or U.S. citizens.
Because it's so much easier in a lot of cases. You know, you buy one of those homes and use it as a vacation home. All right, speaking of financial impact, Walt Disney World is staying strong as Florida's largest employer. A new study published earlier today by Oxford Economics shows the company continues to support more than 260,000 jobs. Researchers found that without Disney's workforce, the state's unemployment rate would drop by 2.4%. Now, the company also generated how many dollars in economic impact for the state of Florida last fiscal year? Orange County Mayor Jerry Deming says he believes Disney's contributions have resulted in the progress and prosperity of Florida.
$2.2 billion.
All right.
Over to you, Jack.
Why?
Come on, Jack.
Why don't you want to go?
Because I'm trying to win.
Okay, $4 billion.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Oh, you can't do that.
That's why I go like there it is. I'll take the over there. I'll go 4.1.
40.
Oh my God! Really?
$40 billion in economic impact, and that was just last fiscal year.
Unreal.
Isn't that unreal?
Those popcorn buckets.
Whoa,
yeah.
My God!
That's the price of turkey legs. On
They're not getting cheaper.
Beefed up that margin.
Okay, authorities are searching for a Seminole County woman who they believe was with an attempted murder suspect before her disappearance, and police have just announced that they believe that her husband is now considered a person of interest. Police say 37-year-old Shakira Rucker was last seen leaving her Winter Springs apartment on Saturday night with her estranged husband, who was then arrested 24 hours later in Mount Dora for attempted murder. So her family thinks she may have left with her estranged husband, Corey Hill, and they haven't heard from her since Saturday night. Hill was arrested yesterday on unrelated burglary and attempted murder charges, like I said, in Mount Dora. Investigators believe Rucker is in danger and is asking anyone with information to contact Winter Springs PD immediately.
What's up with your hood, Jack?
I don't know. Why did they flee to Deb's hood?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I bet they find her in Geneva.
You know, as the true Orlando citizen here, let me just soak this in.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, a woman arrested in Miami-Dade County could be facing charges for murder in Tallahassee. We've all been following this story for a while. Donna Adelson was arrested around 10 o'clock last night at Miami International Airport. Her son, periodontist Dr. Charlie Adelson, was just convicted last week for his part in a murder-for-hire plot in 2014 against his former brother-in-law, FSU law professor Dan Markell. Charlie's sister, Wendy, and Markell were in a custody dispute. Police have not announced what charges 73-year-old Donna is facing.
Aiding and abetting?
I would imagine, because they have her on recorded phone calls
yeah.
talking to Charlie about an issue that's close to the both of them.
Yeah.
And apparently the man that Wendy was dating after Dan Markell's murder, who looked amazingly like him, said he's never seen anything like it. It was like the family hobby was to hate Dan Markell.
Wow, really? That's
They
crazy.
just was over and overboard with how much they hated this man. So it'll be interesting to see what charges she faces.
Knucklehead Island.
Oh, another sign that Jack likes to say.
We're doomed.
Doomed.
Jury selection is underway in the Orange County murder trial for a man accused of killing a Burger King employee 3 years ago.
Okay.
Prosecutors say Kelvis Rodriguez opened fire inside one of the fast food chain's Orlando locations in 2020 after his order was reportedly taking too long. 22-year-old Desmond Joshua was just simply working when he was killed by a bullet. The suspect's girlfriend, Ashley Mason, is accused of pointing a gun at the men while they were fighting before handing it to Rodriguez, who then fired that fatal shot. Mason is scheduled to stand trial early next year. And further proof that not everybody should breed just because you can.
Right. Oh.
Because a Michigan mother is facing child abuse charges after police say she left her 1-year-old on a Central Florida beach.
Hell yeah.
Hey, have you seen? And she like taps her pants.
Daytona
It's
Beach.
about this tall, makes some noise occasionally.
Daytona Beach investigators arrested Shamika Mitchell after her teenage son called 911 concerned last night. Mitchell reportedly told her son, no, don't worry. The toddler is with their father, who's also from Michigan. Well, it turns out he wasn't, because the 1-year-old was eventually found shivering and unresponsive off of Main Street before being turned over to first responders.
Unbelievable.
3 other children who were with Mitchell at the time of the incident are now in DCF custody.
Wow.
Real fast, though. I'm sure, I mean, I'm not defending this, but...
It already sounds like you're defending it.
Didn't you guys, like, get forgotten a couple times
No.
when you were a kid? Like, you
never got forgotten, buddy.
misplaced?
Never got forgotten. Not to the point where it took so long where I actually started getting cold and shivering. I mean, maybe, hey, Jimmy's still in the grocery store, but not, hey, I left my kid on the beach and I'm halfway home.
To Michigan.
I got forgot at church once.
Did you really?
Yeah, we had Sunday school afterwards, and I went on in the steps, and my dad didn't pick me up, and he forgot.
Wow. You call it forgot. They call it first attempt.
The nun had to call home.
Oh.
My mom picked me up and said my dad forgot. I got home, he's mowing the lawn.
Then the nun wrapped your dad's knuckles with a ruler for about 10 straight
He
minutes.
didn't even come get me.
Oh, yeah. He didn't want to face him.
My mom came and get me.
Nobody wants to face the mad nun.
Yeah.
I mean, call me crazy here. Once again, not defending.
Already.
It's just like part of me feels like, being forgotten as a kid or a child or something, like there's a little bit of Americana in that for me. I know I got forgotten multiple times.
But I got to tell you, the story leads us to believe that's the case.
Yeah, there you go.
I think like 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I definitely had about a 4-hour span where the world was mine.
All right.
Well, listen up, Lake County Schools. They're working on a new way to prevent students from vaping on school grounds. What do you think they're going to do?
Vape robots.
Wow, that's a good question. How are they going to stop them from vaping on school grounds?
Vape detectors.
They're going to give them cigarettes.
What was that, Jack?
Vape detectors.
What kind?
Smoke detectors fine-tuned for vape.
Give it to him.
Carbon monoxide. No. Weed. THC. No.
The district says it will soon have a school resource police canine.
Oh, let's get him.
Aimed at
The organic
detecting.
kind.
What would I pay to watch a cop canine take down a middle schooler? Can I tell you? I would go get all my money and just sit there with hundreds.
Come on, Boston
and
Dangler.
They could line the canines up. We could run the middle schooler out there, have him tackled, bite the back of his neck. I throw 100 in the air, reload. Let's do this again until dark.
Well,
I really like this idea.
The school resource police canine will be able to detect nicotine and THC products on campus. And again, for kids who do not know, I believe it's considered a felony because of the amount of THC that's in a vape cartridge exceeds that of like a regular, like a blunt.
Yeah, it's dependent.
It is dependent. But for those who know, for school resource officers, text us at 77031 because I remember that being a far more serious situation than most students would assume because it's one singular object, right? It's just a vape pen.
Right.
That's not what they're looking at. They're looking at how much of that juice is in that pod.
Gotcha.
Is in that cartridge, and that could definitely affect what kind of charges you face.
I feel for the dog, though. You know, like all of his brothers and sisters are like, yeah, I got cocaine. Oh, yeah, I got weapons of mass destruction. I got vape.
Well, Samba and her handler are currently finishing their training. Once in action, they're going to travel to different middle and high schools each day. The school board approved the plan during this week's meeting and hopes to have K9 Samba on duty starting bright and early next year.
There you go.
What county is this? Let's go.
This is Lake.
Yeah.
This is Lake County. All right, other school news. Singer
Should make
Pink.
a pay-per-view.
Singer Pink is going to use her upcoming concerts to promote books she says are being banned in Florida schools. She announced yesterday on Instagram she plans to give away 2,000 books at her concerts today in Miami and tomorrow in Sunrise. The books include Beloved by Toni Morrison and The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman. Pink says she can't imagine someone else's parents or someone who doesn't even have kids deciding what her children can read.
She is a disruptor, that one.
I like her.
Yeah, she is a
Like her a lot.
disruptor, yeah.
You can tell because she has that exclamation point where an eye is.
Yeah, right, exactly. She wants you to know it's her.
I'm here.
And I'm loud.
All right, speaking of here and loud, the FWC has some tips on how Seminole County residents can deal with bears.
All right.
The FWC held a meeting yesterday in Sanford to discuss concerns residents have about bears getting into their trash, wandering onto porches, and scaring their pets. An FWC official says most bear-human interactions involve a dog. So residents were told to avoid walking their dogs after dark.
Interesting.
The FWC also recommends not putting your trash the night before pickup.
Right, yeah.
One man tells WESH 2 News he has neighbors who put out their trash the night before, and it's usually dumped by the next morning.
Yeah, man, you're just asking.
And not only that, they say bears can smell food from about a mile away. And if you're going to be frying a turkey, like our good friend Mr. Jack Bradshaw is going to be doing, they're recommending storing that oil somewhere secure in your garage with the garage door down because that smell will draw them to your grill, to whatever you leave outside, and they will get into it.
That's exactly what they got into me. They got into my frying oil when I was camping.
From now on, I am going to fry inside my house.
Yeah, that's a great move. Only if you're using gas, though, buddy.
Yeah.
Gas is the key.
I like how that's the one video demonstration that the firefighters are all about. They go all on their yearly budget on that one video.
Well, the thing is,
with the frying turkey.
But they know how dumb people are, and this is like the one time of year that people have an open flame that's hovering over fuel.
Right.
My God, with their dinner inside it. My God, can I tell you, most people can't handle it.
Yeah, just like the pyro, they know, hey, we get to put the frozen bird in this hot oil. We know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And we're here for it.
Did you get it in 4K slow-mo?
All right. The story out west has just gotten worse. A pallet fire that did major damage.
Have you seen the photographs of this thing?
To the 10 freeway in downtown Los Angeles. No, I have not.
It is. I mean, it is crazy. It wasn't like a small section of it. It was like a pretty good, like almost an entire overpass size section of this thing.
Yeah, because now there's 6 interchanges that feed into the I-10 that have been completely shut down or rerouted. Well, now it's believed to have been intentionally set.
I know, I heard that. And it said there was like a bunch of pallets and like old hand sanitizer around there or something, like a cache of it, which just, of course, fueled.
Well, it's all alcohol.
Yeah, pallets are the most, you can't burn any faster than that. Mobile homes don't burn down that fast. And then it's powered with all this alcohol. So it burns even hotter, you know?
So at a news conference on Monday, California Governor Gavin Newsom said the weakened fire burned within the fence line of the pallet yard, and the cause does appear to be arson. Hundreds of thousands of drivers will be affected by the freeway closure each day and there's still no word on when it will be repaired. So what do you do when you're sitting around and stuck in traffic trying to figure out what you're going to do? Well, you probably don't want to follow the example of this Florida couple.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Already love this.
A woman's attempt to fulfill a lifelong dream has her facing criminal charges in Pinellas County. Sarah Fazekas and Robert Clark III
All right.
Well, yes.
were arrested Friday night for allegedly having sex on the Dunedin Causeway.
Okay.
Deputies say the 55-year-old Fazekas told them it had been a dream of hers.
Get in there, girl.
To do this.
I've heard that's one of the women's number one fantasies is sex outdoors.
Yeah, but not on the Dunedin Causeway,
gotcha,
with two of those who claim to have seen them in the act under 16.
All right, back to you.
Multiple 911 calls about two naked people on top of each other bumping uglies with
Wow.
everybody to see. Right there on
Damn.
the side of the road, dude.
Really?
Completely naked.
Outside the car?
Outside the car.
No.
Deputies say the 60-year-old Clark showed no remorse and told them the children shouldn't be on the causeway at night. They should be at home. What are they doing out here?
Is there video evidence of this?
Clark is a registered sex offender.
Oh, no.
And he's charged with lewd or lascivious exhibition.
Why don't you start with that so I don't look
Yeah.
like, so I don't sound like I love this guy?
I have 4 jokes locked and loaded right now. She says that, and I'm like, not saying a single one.
Abort.
Not
Don't
gonna
say that one either.
I was going to start off with going, I'm not defending this,
But
and now I'm not.
well, Fazekas is charged with exposure and drug possession because, surprise, surprise, deputies say they found drugs in her purse.
Oh, my God. Get
And her
in there.
mugshot makes her look really upset. And I'm still thinking, how can you be,
Right.
how could you not think being totally naked, people just passing by?
I told you, man, America's going straight downhill.
But just to clarify, their dream wasn't to,
Her
to
dream.
have intercourse in front of a 16-year-old. They're just into highways.
Apparently,
Right, yeah,
it's
that's it.
always been her dream
That's
to
right.
bump uglies on the Dunedin Causeway.
Yeah. Knew she was crazy when I dated her.
And now you all are officially woke.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Win is your 3 o'clock keyword, WIN. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. The Froggers football forecast is next. We need 4 callers. Let's get a winner in there, guys. We have a $25 gift card to Froggers Grill and Bar, and we cannot wait to give it away. All you have to do, call up 407-916-1041, and we will find out who won this week's football picks. We'll do that next.
Twitter? Yep. We're still there. Real Radio 1041 on Twitter is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. We do have another gloomy and showery day. Those passing showers continuing throughout this afternoon. We're likely going to be seeing afternoon highs in the upper 70s through the Orlando metro, so staying below seasonal today. Rain chances will continue to increase with the highest chance on Thursday. It is a Fox 35 weather impact day due to the heavy rain that's expected with the potential for flooding. Remember to depend on the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we're giving you the green light to earn your nursing or healthcare degree from a national leader in nursing education. It's your move. Get going at one of our 22 campuses or online at rasmussen.edu.
No question, glasses and contacts are such a hassle, especially if you have an active lifestyle. That's why you need to call the Filatowski Eye Institute. Get that smile LASIK. Get rid of those glasses. Get rid of those contacts, but get the latest state-of-the-art LASIK technology. We're talking minimally invasive, fast recovery times. Most people back to work or play the very next day. That's exactly what happened for my son at 18 years old and my father-in-law in his late 50s. It does not know how old you are. All I know is when your eyes go bad, it can really disrupt your lifestyle. That's why you have to get with these guys. It's easy. Just text 1041 to the number 868686 and schedule your appointment today. Find out what they can do for you, man. Enjoy your life to the fullest. No reason not to. They even have 24-month interest-free financing. Again, schedule your appointment by texting 1041 to 868686 and let the Filatowski Eye Institute get you started on a path to better vision today.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered, and trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good, go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Let's talk turkey. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. With the holidays coming, I need your help. I'm stuffed with cars like a Thanksgiving Day bird. I need to liquidate my inventory now. So quit driving the old car you hate cold turkey and treat yourself to a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Plus, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value. Even if you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $8,000 more than it's worth. We have used cars from just $69 per month and new cars from just $149 per month. Is your credit fried? My dealer next door credit approval process butters up the bankers to help you get approved. You could drive a better car today for just $1 down. And we'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value. That could get you a brand new 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage for only $14,900. Or a 2024 Outlander top safety pick for only $25,900. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And I'm your car dealer next door. Online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price. Negative equity may affect amount financed.
Looking to take your next event to the next level? Party Time Rentals in Apopka serves all Central Florida.
From birthdays to weddings, corporate events to family reunions, Party Time Rentals in Apopka has everything you need to make your event unforgettable.
Our wide selection will make your party planning a breeze.
Our friendly staff is ready to help, ensuring your event goes off without a hitch.
Party Time Rentals in Apopka. Visit us today in Apopka or online at partytimeapopka.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. JD Power now ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Visit one of our 11 Orlando Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day and we were covered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Can you trust the government to protect you? We have political chaos, high inflation, global wars, no border protection, and our leadership telling you about pronouns in electric cars. It's time to take a hard look at protecting yourself and your family. It's time to call Oxford Gold Group. Whether you want to diversify against inflation or have gold on hand, you need to visit jessekellygold.com. Protect yourself with a visit to jessekellygold.com. That's jessekellygold.com.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Bruno, a Better Money Habits volunteer champion who helps debt feel less scary by giving clients tips and tools to tackle it little by little. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine better with Syntec Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil, only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec High Mileage is formulated for today's engines with over 75,000 miles. Now get 5 quarts of Syntec High Mileage and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for just $34.99. Limits apply. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
some $25 gift cards. Of course, Thursday, we make our picks for the week. We'll kind of, cuss and discuss what's going to happen there. We'll find out what happens over the weekend and then come back here on Tuesdays and award the winner. Last night's game may have been pivotal.
It may have, and season to date, Jim, yourself, myself, and Ross are all tied with 76 wins on the season. Deb, and right behind us, ready to make her move with 70 wins. However, that said, it's interesting how it breaks down because up to this point, Deb has actually won 2 individual weeks, and the listener who picked her won a $25 Frogger's gift card.
That's right. That's
Ross, my buddy Ross, also has won 2 individual weeks, and that listener who selected him has also won a $25 gift card to Frogger's.
I've given out $50.
And what pains Jim the most is I have also won 2 individual weeks, and so the caller that ended up with me also won that Frogger's gift card.
Yes, Jack.
So
we
Jim's
appreciate the recap.
consistent, but he's never been a winner. Now, ironically,
Man, this sentence is a cow because we milking.
Yeah, we are.
it could be coming to an end.
I'll take some of this statement in my coffee with some sugar, please.
Ironically, because the first caller every week picks Jim. So let's see what happens today.
All right, very good. So let's get to it. I'm just going to go right down the line, and they make their pick, and we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Michael P., how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the program.
Hey, buddy. I want to do a special shout-out for my little buddy, Caden here. Say hello, Caden.
Hello.
Hey, Caden. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, he likes Froggers.
Should not be listening to the show. That's okay,
You're
though.
right. You're right. You're right.
All right, Michael P., who do you think won this week's football forecast, the Froggers football forecast? Who do you think came in first?
All right. Here's the thing, Jimmy. There's no way that you could possibly go 0 for whatever, 5 or 6. So I'm going with the man. I'm going with Jimmy. Jimmy won it.
Every single week, people have chosen me first.
Correct.
Every single week.
Again, me last.
They pick Deb. They pick Deb last.
Yeah.
And
Every week.
Nobody learns. Every single week I lose, and nobody learns from this. They keep on choosing me because I guess I'm the person that talks on the show the most.
Yeah. You definitely have the most words.
God almighty, dude.
Michael P.
Yes, sir.
What's the
Jack
name of your part in
Bradshaw.
there? Cadence? Is that his name?
Caden is right here. Say
Caden?
hello, Caden.
Hello, Caden. Hey, Caden, you guys. Caden, can you make the sound of a frog?
Make the sound of a frog. What does a frog do? Ribbit.
He's got a very low voice here, Caden.
Yeah.
He's shy.
Yeah,
All
guess
right.
what? Guess what? Jim won this week.
You
guys
are a
are
winner.
going to frog.
Hey, Michael P., you are a winner. I'm going to put you on hold. You're going to get a $25 gift card to Frogger's Grill and Bar. Thanks for picking me, buddy. Thanks for having faith in me.
I knew I could count on you, Jimmy.
Well, after I S on you 3 times in a row. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it, buddy. I'll put you on hold there. Michael P. is your winner. I was, my friends, triumphant. And this is the beginning of a season of me winning.
There we go.
This is the beginning of a season of winning, Deborah.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
Let's
you tired
run.
of winning yet?
I'm exhausted. I need a nap already.
You have won, but friendly reminder, Jack is onto something. You're not winning.
Okay, I am winning. I currently am winning. I mean, how am I ahead in the totals now? I
No,
have to be
you're
close.
tied
still
with
for you.
me. Yeah. So you and I each have 85 right. Ross is 84. Deb has 78.
Not bad. Deb is creeping. I love it. Yeah, I had 9 wins. So did Jack. I got him on points.
Yep.
Jack chose 36 points, I believe, 38.
Yeah, I went low. I just thought it might be a low-scoring game.
And that's the tiebreaker for last night's Monday Night Football game.
Yeah. And 46 was the total. I chose 42, so I beat Jack on points. We had the same amount, and I am now out of the red and into the black, my friends. I, too, have gotten a $25 gift card for a listener of the show.
It's nice that you got 1. But the rest of us all have 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice. Maybe next week you can catch up.
Yay, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe you too could 2 wins, Jimmy.
How many weeks are left of the season? I have a proposal.
So,
Okay.
17?
Yeah, no. So there's
17
8 weeks.
weeks?
8 weeks left.
8 weeks left.
Yeah, it's 18 weeks in the season.
Anybody want to put a little side money on who does better on the way out?
What, starting now?
Yeah, starting now. Like
Yeah, no.
little side dollar?
Deb says no.
$100 a week?
Yo.
$100 a week.
Okay, Daddy Warbucks.
I'm just saying for these two. They like to gamble. Look, they got Ross's eyes are already spinning right now like the Saw kid.
As soon as you said $100 a week, Jack was like, out.
Nope.
Outie 5.
I bet $10 on the Raiders the other night.
All right, I'll tell you what.
And won 9.
Whoever winds up winning the end.
You owe them dinner?
I'll buy lunch for everybody or whatever. But you got to buy lunch if you lose. I mean, if you win.
Yeah, but enjoy your BK lounge.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Let's go. I'll get a Whopper again.
Cold
Onion
nugs,
rings.
cold nugs and some O-rings. All right. 407-91. Thanks, Froggers. Appreciate it very much. Frogger has everything you need. They see us on
Blue
Thursdays,
cheese.
and they do such a great job.
Get the blue cheese. Always look for, and the ranch. It's all homemade.
It's all homemade.
Their food is fresh, never frozen, and it shows because every time they bring us food on Thursdays, we love it. They haven't missed yet. It's been some amazing stuff. So they got the amazing menu. They also have some HD TVs all over the wall, so you can catch all the college and NFL games, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. If there's a game on, it's on at Froggers. Find them at froggers.com. 4 area locations: Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs.
Thanks, Froggers. We appreciate it. 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with What You Do That's New. Deb is up, and then we'll find out what Jack has to offer right after this.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show. Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic
is just minutes away. And brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Drivers in the Orlando area can expect slow traffic on I-4 this afternoon, east and westbound between Haley Street and Colonial Drive, as well as between Osceola Parkway and 535. No major problems right now north or southbound for those taking Florida's Turnpike. Traffic also looks great east and westbound on the 408. If you see traffic problems today, just make sure you're calling the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Feel confident in your pet's safety while experiencing the convenience of Invisible Fence brand, customized for you and your pet's needs. Patented fence technology is paired with hands-on training from certified pet trainers who give your pet the safest freedom possible. Learn more by visiting InvisibleFence.com.
Let's get you to that new bathroom you've been dreaming of for so long. Rebath of Mid-Florida can do that for you. I've been endorsing this company for 8+ years. Never had one complaint, not even one. Not one crossword. Matter of fact, it's exactly the opposite. People just absolutely go crazy. Our buddy Daryl Payne, who runs Paw Affection Dog Training, he comes in one Wednesday a month, came in after his bathrooms were done by Rebath of Mid-Florida, and was showing us these photographs like they were grandkids. He was so proud of his brand new bathrooms and how they made his home look. And that's exactly the experience most people get with Rebath. Just really changing the way their home feels and looks. And they do it with great products and incredible installation. And if you want to see some models of what these guys do to get an idea of what they can provide for you, get to the showroom, 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. You'll walk in and see a number of models set up. Those are there just to show you what the products look like. Then you meet with their design team, your ideas, their ideas. Next thing you know, on the screen, you'll see a bathroom with the products you like, the toilet, the styles, the tubs, the lighting, the fixtures. They have it all, and install it just 4 to 6 days. Give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. Same team every day. You can't lose with these guys. Hop online, check out the before and afters, then book your appointment. Your new bathroom is right there now, Altamont, at rebathmidfla.com.
No payments for 90 days with approved credit on every truck in stock. Ford, Chevy, Ram, and GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all. Lifted trucks, work trucks, diesels, and 4x4s. Take advantage of huge Black Friday sales all month long. Go check them out at nationstrucks.com.
When you've had enough true crime podcasts and want to get real,
You're in constant competition to make your kids like you better.
check out The Monsters in the Morning. Voted one of the top 100 talk shows in America.
I'm Russ Rollins, host of the program, the producer, the angel of boom, Angel Rivera, Mr. Motivation, Carlos Navarro, and the king of Denmark, Ryan Holmes.
Real topics, real guests,
You're in radio, schmuck. What'd you expect?
and 4 real friends doing whatever you want to call this. Nobody's doing talk radio like The Monsters in the Morning. Listen live or download the show on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's what a Fence Outlet customer said about her experience.
After researching several fence companies, my husband and I decided to go with Fence Outlet. They gave us several fencing options and were quick with responses and ideas. They even offered 0 down, 0% financing for 12 months, which was huge for us. We are loving our Fence Outlet fence that adds to the beauty of our home and security for our family.
Thank you, Fence Outlet.
Go to fenceoutlet.com today. Financing with approved credit. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Switch to Verizon and you'll save.
Get in the holiday spirit, Orlando. Verizon has an extra gift for your family this season.
You can save a lot.
Get $800 in Verizon gift cards when you switch your family of 4 and get 4 new phones on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate.
Great deals from Verizon. Great deals from Verizon.
There's never been a better time to switch, but this offer won't last forever, so hurry in. Switch to the network America relies on. Get $800 in gift cards and get new phones for the whole family on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate. Visit your local Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate plan required per phone. $200 Verizon e-gift card with port in per line. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR.
Get ready for holiday feast season with Pepto-Bismol.
Uncle Derek's here with his famous fried turkey. Hey, Aunt Mary brought the mac and cheese. Donna's here with the potato salad.
Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief for unexpected stomach upsets. So enjoy the holidays. Pepto has you covered, no matter who made the potato salad.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow, guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
It happens every day. Regular people are winning every single day. Whether it's $500 or $50,000, anybody can win. Because when they win, I feel like I'm winning.
Hi, my name is Kong. I won over $100,000 playing Baccarat. You could pick banker or player, and if you pick the right side, the odds in your favor.
My name is Janelle, and I won a brand new BMW. I screamed, I hollered.
Anybody could win at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Must be 21 to play slots or table games. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. That's bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
A little bit of weed math for you using rounded figures. If you have 1 ounce of cannabis plant at an average of 20% active THC, that's going to be roughly 5,600 milligrams of THC. An ounce or more is generally your cutoff for federal charges. If you have even a 1 gram vape pen at 80% THC, that's 800 milligrams. So if you get federal charges for a 1 gram vape pen, you need a better lawyer.
Whoa. And that's why that vape sensing dog on Lake County campuses.
Mm-hmm. I got bad news for that dog. He's gonna need some assistance. All he's gonna do is smell vape. Are you kidding?
I know.
Probably from the teacher.
Yeah, worn out by third period. All right, 407-916-1041. Bank, by the way, is your 4 o'clock keyword, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bank, guys, that is your 4 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Let's do What You Do That's New.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new. Hey, if we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Cause and Law.
All right, every single Tuesday at 4 o'clock, What You Do That's New, one member of the show will choose something for the other members to watch, read, or listen to. We'll come back that following Tuesday. We'll go over that, and then we'll have the next member choose something else. We're up to Deb. She has a couple choices, and we'll find out what Jack has to offer right after this. All brought to you by our friend Glenn Klausman at Klausman Law. That's KLAUSMAN Law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park. We'll talk to Glenn on Thursday. Deb, what'd you have for us today?
Well, I picked, I don't watch America's Got Talent, but every once in a while on my, Google feed or YouTube or whatever, one of the contestants who's won, who does an amazing job, will pop up, and I'll go down a YouTube wormhole, as it were. With this performance, it's the Mayas, a dance troupe from Lebanon, who made their appearance in 2022 when they won it all, and then just recently made another appearance about a month ago. And I thought it was fascinating because of the precision that was necessary. There's over 24 dancers.
Yeah.
And not at one moment do you see them. I mean, of course, we don't know the routine to know if they've tripped up and failed any part of it, but it didn't seem that way to me.
Yeah, I was going to say the nature of it would let you know immediately if they messed up, because if anyone's out of sync while they're doing this kind of performance, I mean, it would show immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty amazing. That first one was like, I got a little goosebumps a couple of times during this, because the way that they also tooled the music perfectly to really kind of enhance what was going on with the dance. So there are certain pauses, then then there's bass, and it all kind of works in with the dance troupe. Imagine, by the way, guys, and I think did we get introduced to this kind of thing through the Indian through Indian culture, like Hindu cultures, because those images and those gods are with Hindu?
Well, this would be more Arabic. So this would be more like in the Bedouin, the belly dancers who would entertain the sultans and such like that.
But I know what you're saying, because the image, when you're looking straight, they're all in a straight line, right?
Right. So you can
when
only see
you're
the
looking
first one.
straight on, you're seeing 20 sets of arms, but you're only seeing one torso.
Right.
So therefore, it looks like one of those
like
images.
Yeah.
And I love that moment in the first one when they went to the feathers.
Oh man,
and that flips out, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Especially because when you see their costumes at first, it's so simple. It's all black. You don't see any adornment at all.
Yeah.
And then when they start the dance, and you see them bring out elements like the snake eyes they held in their hands to create the shimmer, and then the feathers. I thought it was top notch.
So clever and well done, precision, well executed. We've been watching America's Got Talent since my daughters were young, but I missed it last year, so I didn't see them. I did see when they came back this year, so it was nice seeing their performance from a year ago as well. But fantastic. I really enjoy that show for the variety of stuff. And, real people, real acts, but that was just top notch.
It's just got that big Hollywood cheese editing and add-ons, like the story add-ons. Oh man, they get the most out of a 3 or 4 minute dance thing. They get a 40-minute segment out of that because of the way they edit it down.
The whole show. I don't know how many days they do auditions, but they get the whole season out of that. Then they go to the live shows. It's
insane.
The editing is
very
top
good.
level.
What'd you think, Russ?
First of all, I got you, Jim. Because you were talking about like India vibes.
Yeah.
All right. Or like Hindu vibes.
Yeah.
Like a Bollywood.
Like Vishnu, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The guy with a bunch of arms.
Right.
I thought it was great. It's fantastic. I mean, this is elite performing. You're talking about a golden buzzer winner on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, to me, this is no different than like doing stop motion like art, really. Because if you think about it, imagine choreographing this, right? You get up there like, okay, girl 9, take your wrist and move it 1/2 inch up, and then don't make that mistake again.
Right.
That's for that one little segment of that one little dance. And there are 20 other girls doing the same thing at the same time from different angles that have to be 1/2 inch above that, and then 1/2 inch above that. And it is bananas. They're doing this in real time. I mean, I was mesmerized by this, and I hate this kind of television. I loathe it. I cannot stand how cheesy and awful it is. And even watching that little bit of it in the beginning, I started getting stomach cramps.
Right.
But either way, I kind of fast forward. You watch the performance, you're like, man. I mean, look, here's the thing. The payoff is great. They can sit you through all that stuff with Sofia Vergara and with Simon to get to that dance. I'd sit there for another 20 minutes of it. That's how good I thought it was.
I watch the show to see what Sophia and Heidi are wearing.
Yeah.
And they
How
won.
you doing?
I think they
They
won.
did, yeah. 2022, they were. They took the win that year.
Yeah, pretty amazing talent. Like I would tell you, like if you paid to see a show that didn't, kind of did a few minutes, like an hour of that, like where they did it in different like costumes, different lighting and stuff like that. Man, that's $100 show,
and
without question.
And these are girls who are from Lebanon, so they're not from a culture that necessarily supports and appreciates what they're trying to do.
Right.
So they're breaking barriers while trying to win. And of course, with their second performance, they talked about the fact that it was a life-changing year. They win $1 million, and the world, for the most part, knows their name.
And there's so many of them. That's like $1,000 each. But the funny thing is like this is a Vegas theater show. Like, you get a theater of like 3,000 or 4,000 people, kind of like the thing that Carrot Top plays.
Yeah.
And you put this in there and you run it.
That's the premise.
That's it, right? That's for AGT anyway, right?
Right. The AGT, the grand prize is supposed to be a Vegas show and $1 million.
Oh, man, that's custom made for Vegas.
And then what they do, I think they turn their Vegas show into a Vegas highlight show. So they take the most popular acts and then they do a whole show out of that. So you get to go to Vegas, you go to the show, and then you see like the top 10 acts.
And didn't they used to travel with that, or was that American Idol? I know American Idol did that for sure. They took some winners and they put them together as like a touring group, the way they used to do back in the 50s, where they would take all the bands that had 1 or 2 hits and they would put them on this tour and go to like fairgrounds.
I got a Taylor Hicks shirt.
Yeah.
Back in January, I believe they performed with Beyonce. They were like the dancers for Beyonce.
Damn, dude. I mean, they're on to something, man. This is really cool. The thing is because it's so unique. Like, and I mean, Americans don't get to see a lot of entertainment like this. Because theoretically, they could. I mean, look, we just made a joke about this the other day. How much did we eat up that stupid river dance stuff?
Yeah.
Like, we ate that alive, and this is 50 times more complicated than that.
Yeah. It's amazing what this stage, since I've been watching it, it's people get on it. Sometimes it's just to, like, they don't think they're going to win. They're just looking for the exposure of that moment.
Right.
And you've seen it, careers take off. People who have been songwriting and struggling in Nashville, outside Nashville,
please.
They get on that show, and then within the week they're at the Grand Ole Opry.
Right.
Because of the popularity of that show and the instant following. They
Hey, Deb,
they could kill it.
Have you seen their other performances?
Not many.
All right. Went onto their Facebook page. They have one where they're using like an 8K projector on top of their props.
Really?
And it doesn't look real.
That's pretty badass.
It's beyond badass. I mean, they're grabbing like unbelievably powerful projectors and then projecting it onto their white feathers, creating an image that follows their props.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it gets better.
Damn.
Now this is my third video of them dancing. This one's the best.
So the Mayas, 2 Y's.
The Mayas,
2 Y's.
yep.
Mayyas, the Mayas.
It's Arabic for the walk of the proud lioness.
Really?
Is what it means.
Wow.
You missed that part by fast forwarding.
No. The 2 videos are at JimColbertLive.com. Go to What You Do That's New, the master list. You'll see it right there. Plus all the other stuff that we've chosen throughout the years. It's all there, by the way. I mean, it's a great eclectic mix of different entertainment, reading, viewing, listening. It's out there. It's a great list.
I want to know what happened to So You Think You Can Dance. Did they cancel that thing?
Yeah, I think they did a while back, like 2 or 3 years ago, like pre-pandemic, didn't they?
I won't go into too much detail, but that was my original Netflix and chill.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. That was my go-to move right there.
All right, Jack, what do you got for us, buddy?
So had an option for you, but one is kind of serious and heavy. It was, I don't know if anyone saw John Oliver this week. He really breaks down the Hamas-Israel war, but at this moment in this time, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do that to you. So I came up with something else. This is a book that I read several years ago. It is an amazing book.
Oh, God.
They just turned a Netflix series. It's a 4-episode series, limited series on Netflix that just dropped. It's called All the Light That We Cannot See.
All the light we cannot see.
It takes place in World War II in an occupied territory in France, and it's about a blind girl, German soldier, and the interactions there. It was an amazing book, and I just watched the first episode last night of this 4-episode series.
Is that what you request, the first episode?
Yeah, first episode is an hour long.
No, just an hour long. Okay. Well, what?
No, I just like how you asked that. Is that what you request?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure that's what he wanted. I mean, I didn't know if he was going to add something to it or because Jack can have this word, but that's what we're watching today. Today, it's going to be Weird Al's life story. Jack does that all the time, so you have to ask. He's very careful. He's jacking.
It's on Netflix. All the Light We Cannot See, episode 1. There you go.
Very good. Sounds good.
Period.
So Nazi-occupied France, right?
Nazi-occupied France. You're right.
Over and out?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
All right, 407, you'll have it up on the master list?
It's already there.
Very good. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Again, your 4 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in just 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klossman, KLAESNANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klossman, KlossmanLaw.com.
Bye. Heavy traffic continues for those taking I-4 east and westbound this afternoon in the Orlando area. Looking at some earlier delays due to a crash reported on Division Avenue at Cayley Avenue. Another crash was reported on Hiawassee at Balboa Drive and causing heavy backups in that area. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, better sleep and unmissable deals are a sure bet. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic and score a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get your new bed with fast and free delivery. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm.
Man, you want to hang out, have some great cold beer, some awesome wings, some great sports. Wing House Bar and Grill's got all that for you. And on Tuesdays, it's even better. It's $2 Tuesdays. That means $2 Crown and Downs, $2 mixed drinks, $2 beers every single Tuesday, all day long. Famous wings, delicious burgers, and of course, 22-ounce Big Daddy beers. They have the little crystals of ice right at the top. They're so cold. It's Wing House. Good food, beautifully served.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
On the new true crime podcast, Unrestorable, dive into the heartbreaking case of a mother declared not competent to stand trial, a father seeking justice for the children he lost, and the mental health laws that could let her walk free.
We're very punitive. We have just an extraordinarily high rate of incarceration in this country and a still pretty stigmatizing view of mental illness.
Listen to Unrestorable on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you suffer from sinus infections or sinus headaches? You use nasal spray and antibiotics, but nothing works. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we have solutions. And with healthcare deductibles resetting soon, now's a great time to see if you're a candidate for a minimally invasive procedure called balloon sinuplasty. Imagine no more pain, no more congestion. Set an appointment today with Aspire to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Let's talk turkey. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. With the holidays coming, I need your help. I'm stuffed with cars like a Thanksgiving Day bird. I need to liquidate my inventory now. So quit driving the old car you hate cold turkey and treat yourself to a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Plus, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value. Even if you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $8,000 more than it's worth. We have used cars from just $69 per month and new cars from just $149 per month. Is your credit fried? My dealer next door credit approval process butters up the bankers to help you get approved. You could drive a better car today for just $1 down. And we'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value. That could get you a brand new 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage for only $14,900. Or a 2024 Outlander top safety pick for only $25,900. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I'm your car dealer next door. Online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price. Negative equity may affect amount financed.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs. So there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
Can you trust the government to protect you? We have political chaos, high inflation, global wars, no border protection, and our leadership telling you about pronouns in electric cars. It's time to take a hard look at protecting yourself and your family. It's time to call Oxford Gold Group. Whether you want to diversify against inflation or have gold on hand, you need to visit jessekellygold.com. Protect yourself with a visit to jessekellygold.com. That's jessekellygold.com.
When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app. Sex, Lies, and Spray Tans. We'll take you all the way back to Dancing with the Stars Season 1 and up through today for all the dance floor drama. Next question with Katie Couric. Katie brings the thoughtful, inquisitive, relatable style to a slew of new and intimate conversations with some of the most fascinating and innovative people in news, politics, and pop culture. The Uppity Knitter Podcast with Saida Garrett, featuring musicians that Saida is friends with discussing their interesting and unusual hobbies. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Proof that we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Bank is your 4 o'clock keyword. Get over to realradio.fm and send it away for your chance at $1,000. Bank should do it. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And Jack.
Yo.
Ross is as well.
It's true.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dow went crazy today. Very nice. Had a couple big days here this last week. Haven't paid attention to it much lately. I used to sweat it all the time, but you know, after the pandemic, I was like, I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not doing that. I'm not hopping on that Gravitron.
Well, for those who don't know, the Dow gained 489 points today. S&P rose 84. NASDAQ climbed 327 points.
It's boomy. 407-916-1041. So I've told you guys now a couple days in a row that there is a reason why your car insurance is so high. Did you guys know that Florida is the highest in the nation?
Judging by what I'm paying, yeah.
Yeah. What percentage do you think it's greater than it was just 10 years ago? It's increased what percentage in 10 years?
100.
And 60%, 160.
I'll go 75.
It's 88%.
Wow.
So Ross is whoa.
By one, I lose.
88% greater. Now, they can attribute something to this. And this is actually a really big story. This is out of the Washington Post about a story about Florida insurance programs. And there's a specific thing, and I bet money every single one of us has been approached by one of these people. And they're saying that the way that these people do business is one of the main reasons why car insurance in this state is so high. It's the same exact thing that we've heard about roofers in this state. One of the reasons that home insurance is so expensive is because of the scams that have been run from people who come in here during hurricane season and take advantage of people with roofing contracts and stuff. That's one of the big reasons, all that fraud. Remember, we heard that, right? Yes. It's similar to that. What industry do you think is driving up our car insurance?
Windshield replacement?
That's exactly it. Right off the nails. That's it. 100%. It's the companies, and they call
Okay, thank you.
And they call them harvesters. Have you guys ever been approached by somebody in a parking lot or just driving through somewhere, looking and say, "Hey, I noticed you have a chip in your windshield. I can fix that for you for free." Have you ever been?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Multiple times. Have I been approached in a parking lot?
I guess you're driving around with a chipped windshield.
This is back in the day. I had a little chip windshield. My little Mustang has a chip windshield. My wife's car actually has a small chip in the windshield, right?
The Mach-E.
The Mach-E does, right? In Florida, it's inevitable because, I mean, you're driving around behind these construction trucks, and they're dropping off pebbles or the construction that was going on I-4.
Cinder blocks.
There for a while, man. I mean, I bet it was like every other day somebody, like every other day there's a chance that you could get your windshield popped.
Especially during that I-4 construction.
Right. Here's the problem. Here's what happens. So they approach you and go, "Well, you know what? You have a chip in your windshield. We can fix that for you. Just sign here," right?
And we'll take care of everything. You won't have to call your insurance company or anything. That's my favorite line.
That's exactly the case. It said that roam Florida parking lots and car washes in search of cars with damaged windshields, also often bearing gifts. In other words, like gift cards, steak dinners, and discounted hot tubs.
That's another red flag, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. They call them harvesters, and their sales pitch to car owners is simple. Auto glass shops can offer free windshield replacements because it's covered by comprehensive insurance. All they need is a signature. Now, these people prey on immigrants and the elderly. And they come up to you and they go, "Hey, we can fix that for free if you just sign here." The signature, when you give that to when the signature is collected and the repair is made, the glass shops send exorbitant bills to the insurers, who often deny or pay out lesser amounts for the claim. Lawyers for the glass companies then sue the insurance companies for the other monies, for the cost of legal fees, settling for hundreds of lawsuits at a time for a hefty sum. 46,000 lawsuits for auto glass are active in Florida right now.
Damn.
46,000. And this tactic is only in Florida.
It's weird.
It's only here.
Why?
Because the way our laws are written. This only happens in this state. He goes, it's part of a network of out-of-state companies and lawyers that have carved out an entire industry based on these glass replacements. So costly to insurance companies that it's caused rates to skyrocket. By the way, they contacted Geico, State Farm, and Progressive, and they would not comment on this. They would not send them information based on the case that they were studying about the glass driving up the cost of insurance. They wouldn't answer how much of an increase it causes.
And they say Florida doesn't have culture.
Right, yeah.
This is our signature move.
Yeah, man.
Being fraudulent over windshield glass.
So if you have somebody that has come to you, we've heard Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace, that whole thing, right?
But then you have to call them.
Yeah, you have to call them. It says the initiative that they had for years, it says here, practices auto glass lawsuits had existed within the legal boundaries thanks to one-way attorney's fees and loose insurance regulations. When the lawsuits spiked in 2019, a coalition of insurance groups called for changes in the state laws through an initiative called Fix the Cracks. And, of course, we know what insurance companies want from our legislators. What happens, Jack?
We're doomed.
They get it. They get what they want because they pour money into their coffers there. It said, the Personal Insurance Federation of Florida, funded through Allstate, Farmers Insurance, Progressive, and State Farm, helped pass 2 laws intended to shut down Florida's freewheeling auto glass industry and put an end to windshield bullies, it says. So if you're out there, you got your parents out there, you're tooling around, somebody approaches you for this, you're a teenager or whatever, do not sign anything. Do not sign away, because basically what you're doing is is you're signing away your rights to deal with your own insurance company. Not only can they sue your own insurance company on your behalf, they don't even have to tell you they're doing it. So, I mean, you could get an insurance, you could get an increase, they could drop you.
It seems like there's an easy fix here.
Which is?
I don't know. If 49 other states so can figure it out. Is it having a deductible? If there's a $100 deductible or something, there has to be. Why does this not happen in 49 other states?
Do not know.
Well, Glenn Klausman just texted us to let us know the glass lawsuits ended when the law changed, eliminating attorney fees against insurance companies.
That's funny because I was about to ask that very question because, they were basically allowing this to happen because of the old laws. And now when they changed the laws and basically said now you can't just frivolously sue your insurance company because it'll be fees on you as well, maybe that has dried up. This is a brand new story today, though, with dates in 2023. So
baby out with the bathwater because now no attorney's fees on cases just like Jack's.
Yeah.
Do people say that? Baby without a bathwater?
Baby out with the bathwater?
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know what it means, but I like it.
It's bad, usually.
Right.
I don't like it.
And it's nasty.
In other words, you threw the baby out with the old bathwater.
Like you were trying to fix one problem, but you destroyed everything, like the whole ability to
real quick, Ross,
sue your insurance company.
Back in the day, family bathed on Sunday. The man of the house took the first bath, same bathwater, then the mother, then the subsequent children. The last person to get bathed was the baby. That water would be so filthy that it was said that you could throw the baby out with the bathwater and not even notice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there like a thing where you're like, oh man, I got to get rid of this bathwater, and then in one hand you have the bathwater, and the other hand you have the baby, and you accidentally toss the baby, keeping the bathwater? Is that what this is? I got it.
Okay, very good. My apologies.
My brain hurts. Ow.
There's one particular lawyer who filed 7,000 lawsuits in 2022.
Name.
So,
name
you ready?
of the attorney so we can flood their...
Imran Malik. Imran Malik or Malik. It says, they've had insurance companies have had long, cushy relationships with larger glass shops like SafeLight, in which smaller glass shops take business away from. SafeLight did not directly answer email questions when they were sent. And one guy, the attorney here, Zachary Hicks, says, man, there's a lot of dirty hands in Florida in this business.
Yeah, there is.
You got to be very careful. Even the people you think are very, very reputable, you have to ask questions. You really do.
You just have to trust that there really is no such thing as anything free.
Yeah, it says the total cost of claims made by glass shops and their litigation costs are unknown, but one guy estimates them to be easily in excess of tens of millions of dollars.
And then you go to your crib, and then you're expecting your baby, but then you see bathwater.
Then you see bathwater, and you're done.
No,
100% done,
She's
buddy.
gonna never forgive me for this.
It says, let's see what would happen here. They would basically, when you sign over your information, when you forge it, or when they get the information, they basically can do whatever they want. And if the insurance company fails to pay, and by the way, they mark them up sometimes 3 times as much. Where if the fee was supposed to be $400, they'll send them a bill for $1,600. The insurance company basically says, "Well, we'll pay this much, but we're not paying that entire thing." And they do that. Then the glass company turns around and sues the insurance company and gets the money. And they did say the cheese here were the fees and all of the other stuff that you would get through the lawsuits, not the glass. That's not where they were making their money. It says senior citizens are very trusting. If you give them the impression you're trying to help, they'll open up their checkbooks immediately.
Aw.
That's so sad. There's a special place in hell for people who take advantage of the elderly.
There really
is.
All right, question. Same old guy, 85. He's not, he's too trustworthy. Was he as trustworthy when he was 50, 40? Or is it just old people? Is it something like when you turn 75, you just trust everybody?
No, there's a generational difference. There was, community was different. Yeah. People were different.
Yeah, because I can't imagine Jim trusting anybody at any age.
Nope. You are 100% on that. It says here, the auto glass, once a glass company persuades a driver to agree to the replacement and sign away their assignment of benefits, the shop adds unreasonable fees and tack-ons to the insurance claim. So once they get your signature, they can go back and kind of write up the invoice however they want. And they'll take that $400 job and turn it into an $1,800 job. The insurance company says, no, we're not down for that. But since the person signed away their rights and they don't understand what the fees are, they don't even know that they're suing their own insurance company on behalf of them.
Which means you could also end up getting dropped.
Well, that's exactly what happened to a guy later down here. And Geico dropped this dude out of nowhere. 70 years old, like 76 years old, they dropped him. So if you're out there and you get approached from one of these glass companies to fix your windshield, tell them thank you, but no thank you. And you'll go straight to your insurance company and get that fixed on your own time. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031.
I'm shopping for a new auto insurance. I've been doing it over the weekend or last week, this week. I have to make a change because my rates went up, let's see, $800 for a 6-month policy.
Yeah, Glenn was in last week telling us if you have gotten a home insurance quote, go shop it because they're dropping the cut is in half.
Yeah. And
I don't know if that's the same for auto insurance.
Telling Ross earlier, the only way with auto insurance, the only way to get a better deal is to shop it. I learned years ago. Loyalty only costs you money when it comes to your auto insurance. You have to go to another company to lower your rates.
That's the strangest thing I would say with banks as well, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think I know for a fact mine has it. My tenure at my bank means nothing.
Nothing.
To them. I actually told the manager there to his face. And we are in the process of changing. I know I've said that a couple of times. We take a long time to do stuff.
Yeah.
But we told him like straight up. We're like, man, we've been with you like a very long time, and that means nothing. Like, I mean, you guys have a lot of balls talking about tenure and talking about customer loyalty. You have none. Like we get no deals. There's no advantage for me to be with you for even 20 minutes, much less 25 years. Like no advantage.
What did they say?
They just looked at me. There's nothing to say. We tried to get we tried to shop a mortgage with them. No, we can't do anything for you, Mr. Colbert. Nothing, really? All the money I've run through this bank over the last 25 years, you got nothing? Like nothing? Nope. No thanks, buddy. Can't help you out.
More loyalty with a punch card.
Yeah. And insurance companies are the same way. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow, man, really? You guys, that's crazy. Like, so what's the advantage of me doing business with you? Like, what's the advantage? I mean, is there something in it? I mean, I don't get.
It's a transactional relationship.
Yeah.
And maybe it is all about the numbers.
And maybe it's our fault for assuming that would be the case. Because I think that especially people our age, Jack, we heard about as we were growing up was brand loyalty, and how valuable that was to companies, and how that's how you really were able to negotiate with people when you spent money with them a long time. And man, that's nothing.
That's when you could do business on a handshake.
I would tell any of my kids that's valuable with almost any company out there.
But that's how they sell it. Nationwide is on your side.
Right.
You're in good hands.
Right.
Their ad campaigns, their television commercials are all about the relationship they're forging with you. And it's not about that. It's a transactional relationship. And, you could be here 7 months or 7 years. It doesn't matter. If you're going to add to our bottom line, if we're concerned that you will not, then we're just going to move on.
If it's a national company, I don't think you have any juice. I think you can have a good relationship with a local company. And I think your tenure at a local company matters.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I believe if you use like a certain company for anything that is, a mom and pop company, they're going to remember who you are and they're going to treat you right.
It's how far you get from the decision makers, right?
Yes.
So, you're dealing with someone at, I don't want to throw any bank out there under their Wells Fargo. And they say, this is what I'm allowed to do. And you're saying, I've been here 20 years. And this guy is like, I have my rules that, and they come from someone else, and I just want to keep my job.
Right.
That guy's response was, I've been working here for only 6. I don't know what to tell you, man.
And what's interesting is that as they continue to move everything more and more online, the ability to get that human connection and make that kind of, relationship that, we were sold on as kids is becoming increasingly more and more difficult to do.
It's so funny, man. When I call somebody and somebody picks up the phone, like if I call a company for a service and a human picks up, I'm like, you're already 40% ahead of everybody else. Like, I don't even care what service you offer. I don't care if you're going to send me a box of S. I don't care. I know that I'm talking to a person, and it seems like I'm getting more done.
I did it today, and I picked up, and I'm like, hello? And I'm like, oh, cool. And then it was a recording. I'm like, oh. It was they got me.
Like the old answering machine bits?
Yeah, but it wasn't intentional. It was someone's recorded voice, but it just sounded natural.
Natural and real.
Right? So I get through to the tree menu, and then I get to the department. I'm looking for someone, and then it's like, oh, no one's here. Leave a message. I'm
right.
Like, you son of a...
Or they'll send you back to the original thing.
Yeah.
Just the worst.
Dude, I am really bad with car insurance. So I'm shopping right now.
Yeah. Or you are as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
My 6 months is up.
Who do you have right now?
Cycle.
Progressive.
You're with Progressive right
Yeah,
now.
so am I.
Which, by the way, I did a quick little Google of difference between Progressive and let's say Geico, and they were like, well, Geico's cheaper, but if you have a DUI, go Progressive. And I was like,
really?
That's not what they advertise.
What website did you find that very important information?
I don't know, some stat-oriented website. I forgot what I was looking at. It was just some article that said that. I thought that was pretty wild, and then I thought I don't have a DUI, so let's go check out Geico. Dude, I go log in on Progressive to find out how much and my policy, really trying to understand something that I never really have. And I look at my address, wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
For
bad news.
6 years?
That's bad news. We learned how bad of a deal that can be.
They can deny paying your claim, saying that you sent them wrong information and signed off on it.
That is no joke. You better fix that tomorrow, dude.
Well, check this
yesterday.
out. I actually remember this Colbert Court. I go ahead, update my address, boom. I save $150.
Just because of where you live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
because
made me go damn it.
So that old address was out by the parks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's more. If you rent a car or you get a car and you live by the parks or near iDrive, your car insurance is more.
Well, yeah, you're dealing with a bunch of tourists who don't need, traffic.
More opportunities for you to get in a crash.
Your
out there.
zip code affects your car insurance rates a lot, because if you're in a neighborhood where there's a lot of car theft or robbery,
or expensive cars,
or hit and run, all of those crime rates will come into play when it comes to paying your insurance.
My new policy that just got there were no 30% hike.
Damn, really?
Oh. Yeah.
What do you pay for car insurance, Ross?
Oh, dude.
What's it $600 every 6 months or something? $100 a month? Just under $100 a month.
Yeah, but I think I can get it underneath $5 if I shop around.
And you have uninsured motorists.
Yeah,
and then you have you pretty much have the basic plus uninsured, right?
Yeah. I think it's 10, 20,000
Yeah.
for the BI.
Right.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Bodily injury.
Yes.
See, I was talking to a representative with with another company as I was shopping. I learned something about uninsured motorist coverage, and I want to ask Glenn when he's on for Colbert Court this week.
Really? Throw a little wrench in the machine, maybe, or no?
No. It's a different route you can go, still having it, but it's something I want to talk to him about. I know he's going to advise against it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Are you a stacker, Ross?
No.
Not stacking?
I don't have my wife. We haven't crossed that stream yet.
Crossed that
But
stream?
you know what pisses me off the most about car insurance?
What's that,
My
buddy?
car is getting worse.
Yeah.
They are asking for more money.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
It doesn't make any sense because the replacement value on your car is what you pay in 6 months of insurance.
Here, I'll make it make sense. More chance for a catastrophic failure, meaning you're more likely to get into an accident and cause damage to other vehicles, costing them more money.
All right. Is that the case for cars older than mine?
Well, it's all according, I guess. Maybe I don't know. I would put your car very safe.
Know.
I mean, your car barely goes fast enough to hurt you.
I'm sorry. This whole segment started with insurance rates are going up.
Yeah.
So yours is going up.
But then
don't knock the trend.
So if it's going up and my car's value is going down, then it should be a wash and stay the same.
Different rates.
That's what the logic right?
Well, no, because the logic could be also that you could run your SE car into a Lambo.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
That's the point I just made.
See, I didn't know if she was groaning over the Lambo getting hit or my car getting hit.
I tell you, that's me either, buddy.
That poor Lambo.
I was equally as confused. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in just 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. We do have another gloomy and showery day. Those passing showers continuing throughout this afternoon. We're likely going to be seeing afternoon highs in the upper 70s through the Orlando metro, so staying below seasonal today. Rain chances will continue to increase with the highest chance on Thursday. It is a Fox 35 weather impact day due to the heavy rain that's expected with the potential for flooding. Remember to depend on the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by RockTheCountry.com.
Mark your calendar and tell your boss to shove it. Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, and some of their friends are going to get loud, going to get rowdy, and they're going to do it in your hometown. Tickets to Rock the Country are on sale November 17th at 10 a.m. at rockthecountry.com.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Emily, who helps clients create a plan to build the future they want, like a wedding, having kids, or retirement. All real achievements her clients have shared photos of. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
First, we tried a cheaper grocery store, but we still couldn't buy enough food. I keep smiling because I don't want my parents to feel bad. They work so hard, and I know how much they love me. But people like you give us hope. This holiday season, every $10 you donate to Second Harvest Food Bank helps provide 40 meals. Thanks to you, we can enjoy a big meal together as a family. Give today at feedhopenow.org.
Attention business owners, this is John Souza, CEO of ERTC.com. The Employee Retention Tax Credit Program provides up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. If you're confused about the program, stop right now before it's too late. Don't fall for false promises and risk your business. All ERTC companies are not the same. The bottom line, there's no such thing as guaranteed eligibility, and being innovative with tax filings can lead to an audit. At ERTC.com, we won't mislead you to attest to your own eligibility. At ERTC.com, everything is done in-house by expert CPAs, and there's no cost to get started. With the ERTC.com Fast Track Refund Program, you may qualify to get your refund in as soon as 48 hours. Get started today at ERTC.com.
Get your free refund information now. 800-200-3122. 800-200-3122. That's 800-200-3122.
O'Reilly.
It's See Better, Drive Safer month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Replace your worn-out wiper blades and get up to a $20 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you purchase a pair of select wiper blades. See store for details. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow, guess that really is a Fifth Third better.
That's what a Fifth Third better means. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Car crash? Call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, Jack, I saw the picture of your dad. He was a veteran.
If Larry gave me the best advice that I've ever received in my life,
You still feel like you need a shower?
I would still.
Sorry, Larry.
I would still feel a little odd taking it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I
honest
feel
with you, just because of how it sounds when he says
I know. I feel like I need a shower.
Heavy lotion in its basket.
Yeah.
Vibes.
I do me.
it. Yeah.
He looks like he puts on chapstick for way too long.
Heavy. The news station's asking the neighbor what kind of guy he is, and they're saying, "Oh, he's kind of nice, just quiet."
Keep himself.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Bank, by the way, is your 4 o'clock keyword, BANK. Go to realradio.fm and send it away for your chance at $1,000. By the way, what you just heard there was a talkback. We're ragging on our good friend Larry. He sends a bunch of silly stuff to us all the time. You can do the same thing. Get the iHeartRadio app. It's free. And by the way, if you are gearing up for the Christmas season, the iHeartRadio Christmas channel is the best. It is the best. Deep cut Christmas songs, new Christmas songs, various artists. It is absolutely the best. Easy to find right there. But when you go to get the app, find Real Radio, use that little microphone to send it on down the line, and you too can leave a talkback as well.
Big Christmas music listening fan, are you?
Well, I have to tell you, man, on the weekends when we're just kind of tooling around the house this time of year. Yeah, that's what we do. We listen to Christmas music.
I dig it. I always have.
What are your deep cuts, though? That's what I want to know. I have a deep cut that I introduced to Jack, I think, last year or the year before.
Right.
And it is my number one Christmas song. I should say number 2. I have a forever number 1.
See, I think deep cuts have 2 factors.
All right.
I mean, if Bob Dylan is singing an old B-side standard Christmas song, you don't really hear that often. I think that's like a deep cut because of the artist and the song. What I'm talking about is like some songs that you haven't heard from like Elvis or Patsy Cline or some of these older artists or even guys like Bob Dylan, doing Christmas tunes like, Joni Mitchell and stuff like that. That's what I'm kind of talking about, along with the standards and stuff from your Charlie Brown and all your TV cartoons that come on this time of year.
I feel like every Christmas I pick up a new Christmas song to put in the bandolero of Christmas.
What is the one? What's your deep cut, by the way?
Frank Sinatra's Old Fashioned Christmas.
Yeah?
It is my go-to. And you know what's weird about it? It's my Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
It's no one else's. No one else really feels the same way about it. And I'm like, fine. You don't have to listen to it. But Old Fashioned Christmas, it's like a spooky Christmas song almost.
Oh, yeah.
It's haunting.
My mom, we had about 4 or 5 Christmas albums when I was young. And that's what we listened to front and back over and over. We didn't really go out. We had a Slim Whitman, which was odd. But we had one, my favorite Christmas record of all time was called A Brass Christmas. And it was a saxophone.
Oh, there it is.
And the sax just, basically took over for the lyrics. Oh, my God, it was so good.
Yeah. This
is kind of ethereal.
When they do the angel singing, it's unfair, really.
Last year, I had a cigar, tequila in one hand, just listening to this in my headphones. And I felt like a pimp. I felt like the man.
You have to be in a full coat.
Yeah.
It's got to be velvet.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bear rug in front of a fire.
Mel Torme's outside for some reason.
You guys can, give it a spin, but just know it's mine.
Well, what's his other? I mean, he has one of the most famous Christmas songs of all time, right?
You can't go wrong with Frank Sinatra at Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, but what's the most famous one he did that's like, a standard now?
I'm going to look that up. Are you thinking Bing Crosby?
Yeah, Bing Crosby.
No, that's White Christmas. I know that one. But I thought Sinatra had one.
I want to say, wasn't it White
No, that was Crosby.
Let It Snow. I think he also ripped a Let It Snow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did
A Jolly Christmas?
Yeah, Sinatra. Oh, he does Jingle Bells. Sinatra does a Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
I mean, he does all of them, but this is the one that makes me want to like peep through my window blinds.
Oh yeah.
See the fog as a 1957 Buick goes by and illuminates it.
Right, you have to reach up there with your elbow and your wool coat and squeak out a little spot over the window.
I don't know, man. That song makes me feel like a detective.
It's so funny because people are like, why would this guy or that person or this band do a Christmas album? Well, back in the day when you got signed, like one of the requirements, I think a couple of the requirements from the old days is you had to do your album in Spanish and you had to do a Christmas album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why you have so many people that do Christmas records. Like, why would Night Ranger or somebody do a Christmas album? Because some of those contracts in the early days required that you did a Christmas record because they sell so well.
And then people look at Mariah Carey's industry and they're like, yeah, I want some of that.
Yeah,
I want a Christmas song that you're going to play every year forever.
And then she gets the Queen of Christmas because of that, right? Isn't
Well,
that
that was
kind of
it was taken away.
Was it really?
Yeah, she missed an important court date.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. So she can't officially be called the Queen of Christmas.
Oh, that's great. Was she trying to copyright that or something? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
And it turns out there's another performer who's already been established as the Queen of Christmas.
I did not know that. I thought she was just being Mariah silly.
No.
She's got that gear, right?
Yeah, she does.
I just want to say, like you never forget your first. This is my first. It's my first time going Christmas music of the year. I just want to say I like you guys, man.
Okay, buddy. Ease up. Oh, man. You need a hug?
It's getting warm.
Are you? Is your wife into it?
Oh, yeah.
She really likes this time of year?
Loves, yes.
We love it. To me, that's a coin flip with her. Because your wife has an edge, a little side of her that's mysterious, and I don't know if she gets into this whole thing or not.
I have said on air before that she's famously or infamously not a fan of anything, but now when I think about it, there's one thing that has broken through, and that is Christmas.
How about you, Jack? Is your wife a giant Christmas person?
Yeah, well, Christmas person, yeah. Christmas song, yeah, she does. But I think I'd be the one always putting it on. But she listens.
Well, she's a professional singer. I'm sure she gets tired of the whole.
I mean, that's fun to clean to, cook to, wrap presents to.
Is your fiance into Christmas? Does he get into the spirit like that, like really get silly and stuff?
Not necessarily silly, but, Mac Daddy decorate the house, make sure you can see the lights from space.
Man, I love it.
Is Dominic the donkey, though, a deep cut?
Not. It's
the Christmas ass.
It's It's kind of
Because that's what the texting service threw down. I'm like, nah, that doesn't qualify.
I will tell you what I think a deep cut is. This is a deep cut to me. If anybody's singing Little Drummer Boy, Little Drummer Boy is a deep cut.
That's
with Bing Crosby with David Bowie.
Yeah, because it rarely gets played.
I know why. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'll play my drum for him.
It's because they mention too much religion, I think.
Real Music Weekends, we will, thanks to Nation Struck, they're sponsoring our Christmas music this year. Couple of songs every hour, we play Christmas music, and this is also one of them.
I like it.
But we play some, we have some alternative Christmas music.
Really?
In there, yeah. But we've been doing it for years.
Can I throw? Can you put an old-fashioned Christmas?
Yeah.
No, lies.
You keep listening.
Tainted and unclean.
Tainted and unclean. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Guys, some of the biggest retailers in the world are backtracking. They're making a change, and I'll tell you what that is next.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to San Francisco to face the 49ers. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Heavy traffic continues for those taking I-4 east and westbound this afternoon in the Orlando area. Looking at some earlier delays due to a crash reported on Division Avenue at Cayley Avenue. Another crash was reported on Hiawassee at Balboa Drive and causing heavy backups in that area. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, better sleep and unmissable deals are a sure bet. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic and score a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get your new bed with fast and free delivery. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm.
That mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker, not a retail lender or a corner bank. And, you know, government studies prove buyers save about $9,400 on average with a mortgage broker rather than with the bank. So let's make your dream home a reality. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com and click the compare quote button and upload your quote. Don is going to interpret it for you, tell you how much you're actually paying for your loan, and let you know if you can get a better deal. But if you already have a great deal, that mortgage guy Don will tell you that too. And that means it's peace of mind right there at your fingertips. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Are you looking for a furry friend to keep you company this holiday season? Do you want to support a good cause and help animals in need? Then check out Paws and Claws Saturday, December 2nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Greenwood Lakes Park. This pet adoption event is hosted by Seminole County Animal Services and will feature rescue groups, pet vendors, food trucks, animal demonstrations, and more. You can meet and greet hundreds of adorable dogs and cats of all shapes and sizes and find your perfect match. Plus, you can get your picture taken with Santa Claus and your new best friend. Don't miss this chance to make a difference in the lives of animals and yourself. Come to Paws and Claws on Saturday, December 2nd and bring home some love for the holidays. Get more info at realradio.fm/events.
It's No Pay November at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get Black Friday savings all month on every new and used car. And pay no money down, no interest financing, and no payments for 6 months. How can you say no? Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando, OrlandoNissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Spectrum Business is made to work the way small business works. Made to rise and grind. Made to start small, but think big. Made to do this and that all at once. And made to do it all with fast, easy-to-use, ultra-reliable internet, phone, and mobile services. Working together to connect every aspect of your business. Because when you're made to work this hard, you need a seamless network made to work even harder. Spectrum Business, made to work. Learn more at spectrum.com/work.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Orlando's newest entertainment destination is now open. Primrose Lanes welcomes you to our restaurant and bowling club. Visit primroselanes.com to reserve your lane and join us for happy hour every weekday at 4 p.m. for half-off cocktails.
In over 3 decades of jewelry retailing at other places, John DiSapatino has never been able to offer his customers what he can today at International Diamond Center.
The amount of inventory here is unbelievable. A lot of people go on Pinterest looking for that perfect ring, and you know what? 99% of the time, we're going to have it for them.
That's because IDC has designer rings other stores only wish they could offer, like Tacori, Verragio, Kirk Terra, A. Jaffe, Henry Dossi, and other very exclusive names.
We were selected in the industry to be able to carry these top designers. This is what women are asking for. This is what they're talking to their friends, and this is what they're looking for, and we're able to deliver that.
If you still can't find the right look, IDC can also custom design a ring for you using the latest technology.
I have people that have a little sketch they drew on a napkin. We can sit down, design it out for you, basically take your dreams and turn them into reality.
International Diamond Center, always doing whatever it takes to make you a raving fan and family for life.
The smiles, the laughs, and the hugs that we get are bar none the best.
4 Orlando area locations.
That's what it's all about, yep.
Online at shopidc.com.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. SolarSource, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Good video too. What a good little band. Saw these guys do a show, just a video of a show, and they were like so kind. They were like, "Oh, please, thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it. Here's another little song we wrote." Like, okay, guys, just let it rip. You don't have to like.
Yeah. The band is Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah.
This is the middle.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1. Bills, by the way, is your 5 o'clock keyword, BILLS. Get over to realradio.fm and send it off. Get that $1,000. Remember, if you're playing the game, you got to pick up your phone. We've had a number of texters over the last 2 weeks say, "Hey, does it look like this, or is this what I see? And
is this the area code?
Did I miss it?" I'm like, it's so funny. They call me after the fact. They text me and go, "Hey, did I miss it?" I'm like, "Well, probably. You cost you $1,000."
No.
Yeah, you're looking for no, what is it, Jack?
No caller ID.
Yeah.
What I learned I have to do, if I'm expecting a call, like when you call the doctor's office, think you're talking to a human, but you're leaving a message, and they're calling you back, I have to put my ringer on.
Right.
My phone is in vibrate mode
all the time.
90% of the time.
I miss almost every phone call I get. I just if it's sitting near me or I happen to be looking at it when it rings, that's when I'll get it. Most of my calls are return calls because I just, it's never turned on.
It gets too many notifications to keep the volume on.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. All right, this is out of New York. Says that retailers, some of the biggest in the world, Walmart, Costco, Wegmans, and other chains as well, including Booths, which is a gigantic British supermarket chain, are a little upset about something, and they're making a big change. They're backtracking. What do you think we're talking about here?
BOGOs.
Not BOGOs. That's a great guess, though.
Thank God.
Oh, getting away from plastic bags.
Self-checkout.
Self-checkout is the answer.
Oh, right, Ross.
Yeah, self-checkout
From the
is
top
the
row.
answer. I have to tell you,
button.
Wait. Special sauce.
I don't have a love-hate relationship with the checkout. I have a hate-hate relationship with the self-checkout. I cannot stand it. I stopped using it specifically, even if all self-checkouts are available.
Is it Jim Possible?
Is
that why?
Can I tell you something?
Because it's Jim Possible.
If there was $100 bill sitting on every one of them, I would still wait in line to have a human being check my groceries out and bag them up and ask me if I found everything okay. Obviously, I did because I'm here at the register.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did find everything okay.
Oh, no, I've gone angry to the register because I couldn't find exactly what I wanted.
I've never done that.
But I got other stuff.
Yeah. And now I get to talk football picks with the bag boys, which is great. I'm like, who you guys like in the tournament? Who you guys like here? And but can I tell you, there's some bag boys at my Publix that really know what they're doing when it comes to football.
I think Home Depot was the first time I saw a self-checkout. And coincidentally, Home Depot is the only place I don't mind using it because I never have someone at the register.
Right, yeah.
But I can get it out of there much faster.
Yes.
But groceries, I have zero desire to scan my own. There's too much stuff there. And someone said it. I remember hearing this at the beginning. You're asking me to do a job I'm not paid for and was never trained to do.
And taking a job from someone,
taking a job from someone else.
Somebody else. Yeah. And I'll tell you something else. The other thing they're noticing is this. And here's the thing I thought it would be. It slows down your checkout by 4%, by the way. And their profit loss, in other words, their what they call their net loss or their there's a word for it here, guys. Help me out.
Profit margin.
No, it's stuff
gross.
It's stuff that you scan incorrectly, or you don't scan at all, or you get cheated out of it because somebody scans something else, and then you have to weigh it yourself, and then you have to go and find out what the produce thing is, and then click in how many you got.
And then it says see cashier, and you're like, what the hell?
And then it says here, you go in there and you get like 2 apples. You don't know what kind of apples they are. How about tomatoes? I mean, you can get tomatoes that are 99 cents a pound or tomatoes that are $5.99 a pound. And if you don't tag those incorrectly, it costs the store a lot of money because, of course, they're paying more for that than you're paying for it at the register. So they're also seeing a great loss, and their loss prevention people are saying, this is a really good thing. We are rethinking the self-checkout idea. In New Mexico, they've already pulled out. Walmart's already pulled out like 40% of these machines already.
Nice.
I'm wondering how this Amazon no checkout store is going to work.
Oh, the one that, just scans your stuff as you walk out the door and then bills you?
Yeah, you don't have a choice on that one. You can't get that one wrong.
See, I don't mind self-checkout when it's like, let me get a root beer and a candy bar.
Right.
Something small. But if you're dealing with a lot, I guess that would be not ideal.
Well, I mean, to me, if you're going through checkout, it's something you don't have to weigh. It's something that you are going to, like, let's say you ran out of, like, body soap, body lotion or whatever. You just had to run in and get that. I can see where you could, boom, hit it with your credit card and out you go, right? No problem whatsoever. But if you're having to weigh something or you're dragging like 15 or 20 items across there, you're really not saving time.
Or if you have to remember if those are Roma tomatoes.
Exactly, right. Or if that's parsley or cilantro.
Right, exactly.
Or is that a ribeye steak or is that a sirloin steak? Because that's $3 a pound more for the ribeye than it is for the sirloin. It says one study of retailers in the U.S., Britain, and other Euro countries found that companies with self-checkout lanes and apps had a loss rate of about 4% more, 4%, which is more than double the industry average.
Yeah, because you beep, look, I scan that.
Yeah.
Beep, look, I scan that too.
And it says some of these products have multiple barcodes or barcodes that don't scan properly with the self-checkout technology. Fruit, meat, that typically needs to be weighed and manually entered into the system using a code. And customers may type in the wrong code by accident, and of course they pay for it, but you're paying $3 or $4, $8 less. Oh, God, I would never have this in my store. Never. I would want people reacting. Why wouldn't you want customers interacting with your employees? I mean, another opportunity for you to solidify that being the place where you want to shop. A kind cashier, a kind bag boy, somebody who walks out to your car and makes small talk and makes your day. You can't get that from a self-checkout machine. Why wouldn't you want that as a retailer? Like, I would want people interacting with people every single time.
Because people cost money.
They do cost money. I understand
that. But what's interesting is they're finding out that taking the people out isn't saving them the money that they thought, because It's rife with fraud. It's rife with mistakes.
And Deborah, can I tell you something? If I'm running my checkout through all the stores, I don't have a chance to keep you as a customer with my service. That's my problem with it. And service is a big part of the sell. And if I'm just basically looking at you as a customer and saying, hey, look, go find it the cheapest way you can find it and then throw it through this machine and don't interact with anybody and I'm going to save you money. But, I mean, you're basically costing yourself a repeat customer, I believe.
So with Aldi, what I love is the fact that it's always a real checkout, never self-checkout, and they are the fastest checkout people. So they're
good.
They are they are ringing up the next order before your receipt pops out. And it's the way they have it. It goes in the cart because you're bagging it. So it goes in the cart. Then you can bring it over. You bag it yourself or you put it in a box or you take the whole cart with you because they're just transferring it to the next cart.
Yeah.
But they are ringing up that next order before you get your receipt.
That's right.
It just moves. And while you're scanning, they're like, are you paying with card today? They go, you can scan it while your order is being rung up. But it's amazingly fast.
And what's the thing that shuts down everything when you're doing self-checkout? I mean, you're just cruising right through there. No problem whatsoever. Then you get to that one item.
Yeah.
And what happens?
Doesn't work.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Doesn't beep.
No, alcohol. Like I'm ripping through there. It's my last thing. I got to beat my wine bottle. But then Paul has to come over with his little magical card and beat me through there because he doesn't know I'm 18 or 21 or whatever. I mean, I think one glance, Paul should have a remote. You're good, dude. I'll just hit you with this and you can roll on through. But if you get beer or something like that, and it doesn't even matter if you're 100, they still have to scan that little thing to get you through there so you can leave with your alcohol,
and then
which slows everything down.
And then you pick up on what the bag boy or bag woman, 2023, that skill set because you realize you brought all your groceries home and all the eggs are smashed by the O'Douls that you put right on top. All the bread is crushed because you put, a tub of ice cream on top.
I like Jack's point, and someone just made a good point here on the texting service at 77031. I love shopping at Publix, but if I'm paying Publix prices, I'm not doing self-checkout.
You bet your ass. Yeah. You're packing that up for me.
Exactly, because that's built into the price, and that's why I'm shopping here and not Aldi or Walmart or Target or Dollar General.
God, I love Aldi.
All right, 407-916-1041. What's Bobby want?
Bobby is coming in real hot.
Bobby, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Love you guys. Love this topic.
Thank you.
Dude, I think you threw out a number that was like 4% slower checkout or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you need to consider that probably 90% of that 4% are people who are too old to be trying to use a self-checkout in the first place.
Yeah, you can't. I saw a woman try to feed a check into it one time.
No, you can't. No, absolutely.
All right, buddy.
I love you guys.
Thank you, man. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. We love you too, Bobby. Yeah, I did. I saw an old lady try to feed a check into it one time where you would usually put cash.
Right.
She's going to feed the check in there and then feed her ID in there. As it was going to have some magical thing and spit out an invoice in her
So now
change.
The self-checkout cashier is asking for IDs,
right?
But not for alcohol, just so they can use it.
She's like, it says check right there in the sign. Check out. There it is right there. I'm trying to write your check.
I got to call this number for help.
Yeah. Oh.
It's just like on the back of the machine.
Right. It's written in Sharpie.
It's for the coder.
Walmart removed several checkout machines at some of their stores in New Mexico earlier this year. ShopRite pulled them at a Delaware store after customer complaints. Wegmans this year ended a mobile app that allowed customers to scan, bag, and pay for groceries while they shopped after reporting plenty of losses. And Costco says it's going to add more staff in self-checkout areas after it found that non-members were sneaking in to use membership cards that didn't belong to them and using self-checkout.
Funny they couldn't see these particular problems coming on the horizon.
Yeah.
It's still wild, though. Going back, I think it's worth noting, Jack brings up, I'll use it for Home Depot because they take so long.
Well, that's the point, man.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
I mean, for one thing,
cannot find a worker.
Just trying to find an employee in there and then find when they run to the register, and God forbid you have 4 or 5 boards and a couple other things in your bag. It's going to take 30 minutes to get out of it.
You mean finding an employee that will actually look you in the eye rather than pretend I didn't just see you and I need to quickly go bound to aisle number 15?
2 of those walked by me before I found a guy to cut a key.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
With that notion, with that narrative, though, a CEO will go, you're so right. We'll take away all the cashiers.
Oh, no. They're never going to do that, buddy.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if Jack keeps flowing out the narrative, like, I'll go to Home Depot because self-checkout is quicker there.
Yeah.
A CEO hears that and goes, yeah, actually, I think you're onto something.
This guy Bradshaw has it.
Home Depot, if I'm buying one thing, I can scan it and be out, and their new guns are kind of nice.
All right, very good.
But it's just the weight. The supermarket, there's too many items.
It's too much.
Too much.
And too many things.
And someone texted that Aldi also has some self-checkout, and they may do that with this Winn-Dixie takeover. Not for me, I tell you.
You're not having any of it.
I'm not having it.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Bills, by the way, BILLS. That is your 5 o'clock keyword. Get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Scott Brown up next with It's Only Money. We'll do that right after this.
If we don't grow our social media following each month, our corporate overlords will take away our free coffee at work. We like our free coffee. We need our free coffee. Please follow us! Real Radio 1041 on all social platforms is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavy traffic continues on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area as you travel east and westbound on the interstate. Be on the lookout for a serious crash that has blocked all southbound lanes on Orange Avenue at Sand Lake Road. The eastbound right lane is also blocked on Sand Lake in this area. If you see other traffic problems, make sure to call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC's $5 Famous Bowl. Gift yourself something extra tasty this holiday season. Packed with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, cheese, and gravy, all for just $5. It's finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Man, it's Tuesday night. Time to get out and have some fun. You can do that at Winghouse Bar and Grill. You know why? Because it's $2 Tuesdays. $2 Crown and Downs, $2 mixed drinks, $2 beers. That's every Tuesday all day long. And, of course, famous wings, delicious burgers, ice-cold beer, and, of course, lovely ladies bring it all your way. It's Winghouse. Good food, beautifully served.
Don't miss our iHeartRadio Holiday Special 2023. All hosted by Mario Lopez. Thanksgiving Eve at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Hear it on the free iHeartRadio app's Holiday Seasons Radio.
Get into the holiday spirit with Disney Bundle. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Stream timeless classics, festive favorites, and epic sports all season long. Includes Hulu ad-supported or Hulu no ads plan. Access content from each service separately. Terms apply. See the DisneyBundle.com for details.
The Jim Colbert Show question of the day brought to you by MyHomeBuildersNetwork.com. That's a website, but that's where you go to hook up with Mike, the home builder, and he is a great guy. Especially when it comes to fixing your home. Your home is the biggest investment most of us will make in our lifetime. You have to maintain it. You have to keep things working and keep things up to code and up to snuff. Mike can help you do that. New roof, he can do it. Patching your roof, he does that as well. Gutters, absolutely. Windows and doors as well, because, windows, that is something, and even your door, that's where a lot of the energy in your home escapes, the AC, the heat. You want to keep that in. You want to make sure those are good as well. And in fact, Home Builders Network has just been nominated by Orlando's Best for Best Windows and Doors. Reach out to Mike, the home builder, and his team of professionals. You someone local, someone you can trust, someone who's been, associated with this radio station for more than a decade. He's a great guy. You find him at myhomebuildersnetwork.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Spectrum Business is made to work the way small business works. Made to rise and grind. Made to start small, but think big. Made to do this and that all at once. And made to do it all with fast, easy-to-use, ultra-reliable internet, phone, and mobile services. Working together to connect every aspect of your business. Because when you're made to work this hard, you need a seamless network made to work even harder. Spectrum Business, made to work. Learn more at spectrum.com/work.
In this business, if you're not careful, you can be taken advantage of.
International Diamond Center's Keith LeClaire really hates old-style jewelry retail games with big markups and phony sales.
There's numbers games, pricing games that has gone on forever. You can't just mark it up 5 times and give 40% off, 50% off, match this, match that, whatever. We will not participate in that type of promotional concept. It's not ethical to me. I would rather not make money and do it the right way than do it the wrong way and hurt somebody.
That's why at IDC they've turned the jewelry business model upside down with lower profit margins, no commission salespeople, and straight up transparent pricing.
I don't want to make a killing. I want to make a customer. Our referral business is through the roof because we go way out and beyond to make sure that we protect them.
IDC, for integrity, honesty, and genuine value.
We're in it for the long term.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? Look no further than Frogger's Grill and Bar. We've got your sports fix covered with Saturday college football, NFL football on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays too. Catch all the action on our tons of high-definition TVs while enjoying drink specials available all week long. Don't miss out on Frogger's amazing menu, where everything is fresh, never frozen. Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. Frogger's, hopping with food and fun.
Cool's right here, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
For 60 years, our team of air conditioning experts has been here to help you with all your AC needs. Right now, get up to a $2,000 tax credit with the purchase of qualifying new equipment.
Cool's right here, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Hey there, I'm Jerry down in St. Cloud, and I just won $1,000 listening to 104.1 Real Radio.
Yeah!
Thank you for reaching.
All right.
4 o'clock hour?
3 o'clock.
Very nice.
All
On
right.
the board, baby. You called it. Good job. Who was this guy?
Jerry in St. Cloud.
Good job, Jerry. Congratulations, buddy. Get that $1,000.
Let's go, Jer Bear.
Go out to Vegas, check out the F1 race.
Or let us give you advice on how to invest that right now.
Right. 407-916-1041.
I know someone.
Text us at 77031. Well, let's keep going, man. Your 5 o'clock keyword is bills, B-I-L-L-S. Don't be afraid. You heard it. Jerry just won $1,000. The pump is now officially primed again.
I was waiting for it.
Get back out
I
there
love it.
and get that $1,000. Bills, guys, is your 5 o'clock keyword. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here. And so is Ross.
Oh, man, that pump is primed.
Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth.
Isn't that really just common sense financial advice?
It's both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Good luck, everybody. Scott Brown.
Hey, or rather, Scott Brown.
Edgewater EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Is your big event tomorrow?
It is. Big event
Very
tomorrow.
nice.
Yeah, we got a nice crowd coming.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Orlando Country Club, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Is there still room?
There is. You could, if you would, I believe you can sign up right there on the website. So
Very
if you go
nice.
to the website and drop us some information, we can definitely get you in.
Very good. Scott Brown is a family wealth manager and has been for almost 30 years here in Central Florida.
36 years.
36 years. And I said almost as if.
Yeah.
Because he's so young looking.
36 years. So this is all you've ever done?
All I've ever done.
Like professionally, this is the only thing you've ever done?
Not counting bagging groceries at Publix.
Yeah, but I mean professionally, out of college.
But I was giving financial advice then too. People just weren't listening. So,
so did you? It's family wealth here. Did you start it or did you take over a family business? I can't remember.
I started it.
You started it.
Yeah, I started back in when I was 23 and back in the late 80s. In fact, I started in 1987, and I started just not very much before the crash of 87, so Black Monday, a lot of people will remember.
Yep.
And it happened. I had just been licensed. I really didn't have any clients. So when, what hit the fan, a lot of the advisors were running around like their hair was on fire. And I'm like, what's the problem? It's not bothering me any. But it was a 30% drop in one day.
Yep.
And the lesson that I took from that was within 6 months, the market had recovered. So if you panicked and, ran for the hills and sold all your stuff, you never came back.
Quite a lesson to learn.
It was a
23
huge
years
lesson
old.
for me to learn early, and it was a cheap one because I didn't have a lot of money on the line.
Let me ask you something that's very interesting. It just kind of dawned on me that you'd been on there. I really thought it was like 30 years, which would make you getting into the business around 30 years old, right?
Yeah.
I assume, right?
Yeah,
In your
yeah.
late 20s or so.
Yeah.
So that must be very difficult to convince somebody at 23 years old that you know what's good for them financially, especially if you have an established businessman in his early 50s. He's done all right for himself, and he comes in there, and there's shiny, fresh out of college Scott Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, I can help you.
Voice still changing.
Yes.
Asking for your
Just
deposit.
post-puberty, yes.
How'd you do that? That had to be a bit of a challenge.
It was brutal. Back then we cold called, so you were given a list of people and you bothered them relentlessly all day long. You had to make 200 calls a day.
Oh my God.
200. Yeah. Yeah. So there was a lot of pizza and beer at night, bothering poor people do you have $1,000 I could have? Can I help you?
Was that the initial pitch? Like, I mean, is it 1,000? Is it 500?
Whatever
they could get.
You got a pulse, I'll deal with you, right? So, I mean, back then, it was different back then. The rules for calling and bothering people were not like they are today, although I get spam every day on my phone, so nobody's paying attention to the
Scott,
rules.
the word is soliciting.
I'm sorry, soliciting. I was not soliciting. I was bothering people.
Haranguing.
Yeah, imagine calling up somebody at dinner time and saying, could you give me some money? That was not a popular thing, but it was a really good lesson for me because it was hard. I started to understand people and how they thought about money or how they didn't think about money. I got my face punched in over and over and over and over again, and I learned if you persevere at something. I really, to be fair, I just actually came from an advisor forum this afternoon with a bunch of young advisors that I spoke to, and if I'm being totally honest, I had no idea what I was doing. Right? I went in with a firm that was just an okay firm, and they had some products that were just okay. And basically, I was a salesperson. I didn't have a lot of training. I didn't really understand money management very well.
You're a phone grunt.
I was a phone grunt. Yeah, and unfortunately for some people, I was good at it. So, and to be honest, I still have some of those clients today. Some of those people who took a chance with me, I still literally have clients that have been with me from day one almost.
That's 36 years. You must be doing something right.
Yeah, I learned. I mean, I learned, and it's not that I didn't make mistakes, and I learned a lot about money, and I learned from my clients quite frequently. I learned how they got wealth, and I learned to kind of share that idea with other people, with young people, whoever. And over time, I developed the skills that I have today, which I would rank as decent to pretty good.
Right.
But back then, I was just kind of learning on the job.
What was the number one thing that people, this is weird, I mean, the market's so much different now than it was in the 80s. What was the number one thing people told you? Like with my accountant, I'll tell you straight up, I look at my accountant and go, no red flags.
Yeah.
I'd like to break even, no red flags. In other words, don't take any chances with my taxes.
Yeah.
I don't want the IRS near me. I don't want my name on their mouth.
Yeah.
I don't want them to know who I am. I'm just the guy who writes this check. Within this threshold. Do you get the same thing with investment people? Go, hey, look, I'm looking for 2% steady. I'm looking for 5%. I want something fast. I want to do it slow.
Well, in the early days, it was a return game. It was, remember this is the 80s, so you could get like 10% on a municipal bond back then, or
the
a CD.
decade of greed, baby.
Yeah, I mean, and people at 10%, it's all contextual, right? If you're getting 10, you want 12. You're getting 12, you want 14,
Sure.
right? So, I mean, it was back then. It was more of a discussion about the return you could get somebody, and it wasn't so holistic. It wasn't about planning. It was, again, I'm getting this, can you get me that? And there were products available that we could at least be competitive with and say, yeah, I know you're getting this, but I think I can get you that. And I learned over time that was a fool's errand. I did it for 5 or 6 years. I happened to be a good salesperson, so it worked out for me, and I was able to survive. And I didn't hurt anybody in the process. People did fine, but I learned that really wasn't what I was doing. What I was doing was helping people accomplish and reach success, right? To say, I am this age. By the time I'm that age, I want to retire. I need this much money in a bucket so I can produce this other money, and I want to do it in a conservative, common sense kind of way. That wasn't the discussion back then.
Right.
The discussion was, you're getting 10, maybe I can get you 12.
Right, yeah.
Right? But that has evolved over time, and what people realize, because if you say you want to get 10 today, well, good luck,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's
With anybody.
It's not impossible,
Right, yeah.
but it's not likely to happen repeatedly.
Well, also, it requires a bunch of risk, does it not? I mean, at 10%, you're going to have to put some money on the line.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There is no guaranteed 10% tax-free anything, right? It's you get what I tell people. It's like farming. My grandparents were in the citrus business. It's we pick what's on the tree, and if the tree doesn't have anything on it, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to play the cards that we're dealt. And a lot of people don't process that well. They don't process the randomness that are basically is life, and then secondarily are the markets. People struggle with, what do you mean it went down? Right. That's the markets have produced about 8, 9, 10%, depending on who you ask, over the last 100 years, right? So the market is a success, right, over 100 years. So if you had invested 100 years ago, you would have earned 10% a year, which meant your money doubled every 7 years or so, and you would have zillions of dollars today. But in that period, in that 100 years, there were bad years. There were bad 5-year periods. There were occasionally bad 10-year periods, very rarely. And there were no bad 20-year periods. So time, you have to learn to use time to your advantage, and most people get in the way. Compounding is a pretty neat thing unless you get in its way.
Right. And it says right here, when we're talking about today, markets are not bad or good inherently. In other words, you hear this all the time, right? Yes. Oh, it's a good market, a bear market. It's a good market for investing. No, it's not good. You need to pull money out. But you're saying that it doesn't really exist. There is not a good or bad market.
That's correct.
Because if you look at everything long term, there is no good or bad.
You got to play the long game. People that play the game of, I need to make money in 6 months, well, you might. But then probably you lose it again in the next 6 months. If you're saying, I need to accomplish these things over 5 years or 10 years or 20 years or 30 years or a lifetime for that matter, time will make it easy on you if you're thoughtful and you have a process and a discipline and you stick to it. I mean, it's kind of a boring concept. I get it. People are probably snoozing right now. Yeah, we've heard it all before. But I am telling you, the people that are the most successful, the people I deal with who have net worths of 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, 7 million, nobody's doing it in a hurry. It took them a lifetime to accumulate those assets.
Yeah, honestly, Scott, I'll tell you, one of the craziest things with social media that drives me crazy, and I talk about injustices that society has made for the longest time, and I think one of the biggest ones is we told our youth for decades that you had to have a college education to make a good living, and you had to go in debt, $50, $60, $100, $200,000, to have a chance at a good job. I think that was a real travesty. And the other one was, I just forgot.
It's to have a good memory. We've not taught people to have a good memory.
Well, I have a question. I'll stretch out for you here. You said earlier when you were making all those cold calls that you learned a lot what people thought about money and also what they didn't think about money. Out of those two, which one's more dangerous?
I think being too invested in what you know. People are enamored with what they already know and don't spend a lot of time wondering what they don't know.
So what they think about money could be, you would weigh that kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say dangerous.
Problematic?
Problematic is that maybe they're not too...
Just enough to get in trouble?
Yeah, maybe they're not too welcoming to a new thought.
Well, it's what Mark Twain said, right? It's not what you don't know that's going to hurt you. It's what you know that ain't so, right? Many people have these terrible concepts of money and how it does and does not work. And most of those concepts, I would say, are rooted in, I'm going to say, intellectual laziness, because we all want shortcuts. We want it to be easy. I would argue you don't want it to be easy. Why? Again, wealth accumulated over time with effort. I mean, it's meaningful to people. If somebody gives you $100,000 it doesn't mean anything to you. You don't know how it was made.
Well, let's try it.
I know, Deb's.
Let's try it, Scott.
I did bring you a check, by the
Did
way.
you?
Yeah, you're good. With the exception
It's
of
a
Deb,
soda. Check soda. Check soda.
But what I see it over and over again. I see it with inherited money.
Yep.
I see it with money. I had a lottery winner once, so you can predict how that ended. I've had professional athletes. It is just it's not a long term. It's not a great strategy, and in fact, we know from lottery winners, 30 to 40% are bankrupt in the first 4 or 5 years, and quite frequently they end up murdered. So,
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's you don't want quickly gotten money, and again, there's no I know this sounds terrible to people right now. Like Deb said, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And that's not to say everybody who gets instant wealth squanders it, but most do.
It's like a teenager that has a brand new iPhone. They're not going to drop it if they're the ones who had to earn the money to buy the phone. They're going to have a protector.
Yep.
You buy the iPhone, they'll drop it within the hour and expect you to go get them a new one.
Also, people believe that people with money, all they do is think about spending it. That's another thing. It's like people think that if you've made a bunch of money in your life, they think that your entire life is consumed on what you're going to buy next, when that's not even close to being the truth. And by the way, what I was going to say a minute ago is the reason why I thought that was kind of one of those things that I think there's been really kind of propagated on our youth is how TikTok and Instagram purport this fast wealth lifestyle, this fast wealth, if you just do this, or they're showing everybody just, at 23 years old, flashing money left and right, as if, it's a common way that you're worth a certain amount of money at 27. And half of that is all fake to begin with. But it is certainly propagated on social media that, there's a bunch of ways that you can get a lot of wealth very fast. And it's just simply not that way.
It's a fraud. It's mostly a fraud. I mean, Kylie Jenner, she makes her money by taking your money. Right. She goes on TikTok. She goes on Instagram. She does her thing. She's a billionaire, and she's a billionaire because she convinces other people who don't even have $1,000 in the bank to send her, buy her cosmetics or whatever it is. I mean, these
televangelist.
It's basically that's what she is. I mean, how is her makeup any better than anybody else's? It's not.
It's
right?
not, but it's got the brand.
They're selling. The Kardashians are one of the worst, in my opinion, one of the worst things to happen to young people, because they see this lifestyle that they aspire to, not realizing. I mean, to be fair to them, it's been something that the mom, whatever her name is,
Kris Jenner.
Kris, thank you. She has spent 30, 40 years developing this brand for these young people.
Yeah, add that in a sex tape, and you got an industry.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but that didn't hurt.
I will.
It's just a form of promotion.
Yeah, let's move on.
I thought it kind of looked like it hurt her.
Let's move on to the book. You came in and said you gave us a book called The Millionaire Next Door. And I assume because you give me this, you believe that there's some vital info in here. What makes this so important?
I think it's if you could only read one book on money in your entire life or give to your children, this would be the book. So this is a study of people who have accumulated wealth.
Yeah, it's not even that thick.
It's not.
So excited to read it.
I mean, it was like 240 pages, man. It's
I'm
my kind
ready
of book.
to go. Let's go.
It's a statistical study. It shows how millionaires on average accumulate wealth, and it's never the way you think. It's mostly, people who own pest control businesses.
Right.
It's a guy who's a plumber or a gal who owns an electric company. Or
the guy who's not driving a Porsche GT3.
They're almost
because he's driving a little pickup truck or something like that, because the Porsche GT3 is a suck on money and it's a depreciating asset.
They would never do that.
Never in a million years.
The average millionaire would not do that.
You know what really underscores how the recommendation on this being a book that you call one of the most important books on money? You authored a book on money, and you're saying that this is the best one.
No, don't read mine first. Read this one first.
This has a way different message up front.
I am really close second, but this is no. I mean, I've read probably 3 or 4 books. I read 2 or 3 books a month, and I would also say for young people, teach your kids to read or get them Audible or something that'll. I used Audible. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's an app that allows people who don't read to listen to books. I would cut pieces of a book out and send it to my kids in text form, because they're not listening to Dad, but they're listening to the guy I cut out or the gal from the book, right? So there were 2 or 3 books that I read in my life that I believe changed my life. This was one of them. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was one, and Win Friends and Influence People was third, and fourth was The E-Myth, which is if you're an aspiring entrepreneur or you want to own a small business, I think is the best work ever on that. So there are 4 or 5 books in my life. I would rank this in terms of money. I read this, I think, when I was 26 years old, and it changed my life. That's why I own the same little bungalow in College Park that I've owned for over 33 years.
Right, yeah. Because
of this book.
Because of that book.
Because
Awesome.
Honestly, left to my own devices, I was a spender. You know, I think that's what interested me in money is I'm like, I better have some of this because I like to spend it.
Sure.
And, you know, over time, after I read this book and I kind of started talking to clients and wealthy clients were coming in and I was starting to meet people who were affluent, I realized that what I thought money was, it wasn't. I thought money was the guy in the Porsche driving into Isleworth. When I realized that's not real. I mean, I'm not saying some people in Isleworth don't have real wealth because some do. But on average, the average millionaire lives in the same house for 30 some odd years in the same number.
Absolutely.
Warren Buffett is a classic example.
Exactly.
Drives that same old Lincoln. Doesn't really get caught up in Gucci suits or anything like that.
I'm sure he doesn't have a Gucci thing at all.
He doesn't. Matter of fact, I mean, when you hear him talk about money, it's actually kind of infuriating. Because it's a game to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't even really consider it valuable. He just knows how to do it, and he likes doing it because that's what he does. He's very good at it. I mean, I've heard him talk about it, and it's really, when you hear him talk about it, you're like, man, you should prop yourself up a little bit, dude. You're very good at this. But, you know, the problem is people think they go in to get rich rather than just go in to fall in love with, you know, investing and making money. I think Buffett was a millionaire by the time he was like, what, 21?
Something like that.
22 years old.
Yeah.
He was worth $100,000 at 16 years old or something.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think you made a really good point there is that people who are obsessed with money rarely have much.
Right.
You know, what you find is people who understand what money is a tool. Right, and I'm not saying I don't like nice stuff. I enjoy what we just talked about. I like a good steak dinner and a cigar. That costs money.
Yep.
But I'm not like I'm infatuated with the game. I'm infatuated with helping people move forward. I'm infatuated with the business owner who spent 35 years in toilets to accumulate $10 million when he or she retired. Right. I'm infatuated with the game. And people are not. They unfortunately are taught to focus on the money. And when you're that focused on the money itself and not that it's a tool to accomplish things, that's where you get into trouble.
And when you start thinking about things in monthly payments as well, like if you're thinking about your expenses from month to month, that's another strike. You really got to get out of the idea of doing that. You know, start breaking your life down into monthly payments, you know, because all of that usually means interest, and there are other ways to factor that around that can save you money over a lifetime. You need to pay attention to a lot of different ways.
I think if you're willing to suffer for a little bit, if you're willing to put off satisfaction or gratification.
Hold on, buddy. Did you just ask Americans to sacrifice for their own well-being?
Listen to me, people.
Yeah, right.
Prisoner of Azkaban, by the way. That's the book that changed my life. The third Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It's a damn good one.
I didn't know what that meant. I'm glad you clarified.
Sirius Black was in there.
That was the Sirius Black one.
Scott, big event coming up tomorrow. If people want to learn more about what you're doing and what you're doing here, maybe learn what you could do for them to get their life started on a path to saving and making their long-term outlook a lot better. I know you're doing something tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a seminar tomorrow. I believe it's at 11 o'clock at the Country Club of Orlando. You can go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com if you want to register for that, or call us at 407-648-1881.
There you go. And you're giving lunch as well, so come down there, get some knowledge, get a lunch.
Get some nourishment,
and learn something about how you can make your money last longer.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
All right, you guys give it up for Scott Brown here.
People are texting in the title of that book again.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
No, Scott's book.
The Millionaire Next Door.
Yeah, Millionaire Next Door. Go get it. Millionaire Next Door. And don't forget tomorrow, that's edgewaterfamilywealth.com if you want to be part of the event coming up tomorrow. Scott, be good, buddy. Have a good week.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Load them up. Trivia is next. And guess what's online? Eagles with Steely Dan tickets. Can you believe it? That's next.
We have a prize. You have a frog. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy, three-time Pro Bowler. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Magic are visiting Brooklyn tonight in the group stage of the NBA in-season tournament. It'll be the first of a 4-game road trip for Orlando. 2 straight losses are now hanging over the Lightning as they get set to visit St. Louis tonight. The Bolts have dropped 3 of their last 4 games. And 4 UCLA football recruits are accused of stealing jewelry from Colorado's locker room during a game at the Rose Bowl last month. I'm Scott Davidson.
The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is here with incredible offers on exceptional vehicles you're bound to love, like the EQB C-Class or the EQE SUV. Find an exclusive offer on a vehicle you'll adore now through January 2nd. Learn more at MBUSA.com/special offers.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Got to start thinking a little differently about your long-term health care. You know, for years we watch friends, family, maybe even ourselves wait for that health scare before we really start paying attention to what's happening in our bodies. That is not good. That's called reactive. You want to be proactive, and with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan, you can do just that. And man, I'm telling you, listeners are telling us left and right. I can't get over this one couple that came up to us at Sunset Walk. Older gentleman and his wife came up, shook my hand, said, "Thank you so much for the recommendation for Life Imaging FLA. I got my scan. Sure, I have a few problems, but I can manage those." My wife, 90% blockage in 2 of her arteries, and was in surgery less than 2 weeks after her scan. It saved her life, and that's exactly what Life Imaging FLA does. Don't wait. Do exactly what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. That's a $699 value. And by the way, while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. And it's easy. Make your appointment this way. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan. You will be connected in seconds. Make that call today. Make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Let me tell you a story. I had a client who got injured. He only asked for the insurance company to cover his rent for 3 months. They said no. We ended up getting him $325,000. Just call Mo. Mo Do It. Orlando's injury attorneys. Prospective client may not obtain the same or similar results.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. JD Power now ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Visit one of our 11 Orlando Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
Hi, I'm Octavia Clausman. My dad is attorney Glenn Clausman, who helps people with their injury claims. My dad really cares about people. His clients have his cell number so they can call him anytime. At home, at night, I see him working on their files. He talks about how his clients' injuries have affected them and how he tries to help. He really cares. If you have an injury claim, you should call my dad, Glenn Clausman. Call 407-917-1718. He'll give you his cell number. Glenn Clausman at KLAUSMANlaw.com. Office, Winter Park.
At Bank of America, we asked our employees what they wanted most.
I want to work where everyone is welcome.
To have benefits that take good care of my family.
To move forward in my career.
We listened and did all that and more. It's why we're proud to be Just Capital's #1 top company to work for. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Just Capital used annual rankings that track performance across the 5 worker-related issues evaluated. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most. Getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Get ready for holiday feast season with Pepto-Bismol.
Uncle Derek's here with his famous fried turkey. Hey, Aunt Mary brought the mac and cheese. Donna's here with the potato salad.
Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief for unexpected stomach upsets. So enjoy the holidays. Pepto has you covered, no matter who made the potato salad.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently, there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
A superstar, then have no fear.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Bills, by the way, you got about 5 minutes to get over there and try to get that 5 o'clock keyword. We had a winner at 3, Jerry.
Yay, Jerry.
Clocks in for $1,000. Does it say where he is, Jack? What
St.
part of town?
Cloud.
St. Cloud. There you go. St. Cloud Jerry. Good job, buddy. He texted us as well. They love double confirming they've won the money.
I love them double confirming they won the money.
Very good.
We're excited for him.
All right.
It means he's still listening.
That's right. Bills, by the way, is your 5 o'clock keyword. Go get it, guys. Jerry got his. Go get yours. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And so is Jack. Yeah. Let's find out what's in the sauce jar.
He's drunk. He's drinking.
I wish.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Lickety-clack, lickety-clack.
I have a beautiful pair of tickets to see, that's right, one of the greatest American bands to ever do it. The frickin' Eagles, man. This is on the Long Goodbye Tour. Also, they're bringing over a special guest with them. You may have heard of him. Steely Dan.
Yeah.
This show,
God almighty, man.
this show's going down March 4th, 2024 at the Amway Center. By the way, tickets are on sale now. That is your sauce jar, which is always brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. Just make sure you mention the Jim Colbert Show because that will get you a discount. Book them today at centomoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O moving.com. Finally, one at the football pool. Back to you.
Thank you. Winner. That's what they call me. Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Who is first today, buddy?
I don't think they call you that.
Shut up.
I've never heard anyone call you that.
Shut
Not
your
a-
mouth.
not even a
Shut your big
text.
dumb mouth.
I know,
Just
it's
shut your big
seriously.
dumb mouth. Just shut it.
At the start of the show, you called it Wiener.
Who's first?
Let's welcome Bob.
Bob right there on line 2. Bob, how you doing?
Hey, Jim. Good.
Would you like to play a little game with us, Bob?
Absolutely.
Let's do it, buddy.
Bob's on the move.
All right, Bob, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers, or 1 question, 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you can find it, I will send you off to. That's right, the Eagles and Steely Dan. Unbelievable. It's incredible we're even giving these away.
Yeah, we want
because
we want them.
Yeah, are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. On this day in 1948, 1948, former Prince of Wales and the current King of England, King Charles III, was born on this day. Today is King Charles's birthday.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Here are 3 fun facts about King Charles and 1 palace guard of a lie. Number 1, King Charles plays 3 instruments, the guitar, piano, and cello, and he's also a classically trained singer as well. Number 2, King Charles is a qualified scuba diver and has been diving since the 1970s. Number 3, King Charles was the first British royal to earn a college degree. Or lastly, King Charles was made the Prince of Wales at just 13 years old. Which of those is a lie?
Ooh, I think I know he scuba dives, so I think I'm going to go with the college degree.
No, that's true, buddy.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he is the very first royal to ever receive a college degree. Anybody want to take a shot at what it was in?
I'm going to say environmental science.
Man, you're not fine.
Biology.
Yeah.
Horse racing.
Anthropology and history is his degree. There's a master's as well. Who's next, brother?
All right, so I know I'm not supposed to choose favorites. I'm not supposed to root for anybody, but this guy seems like a huge Eagles fan.
Okay.
Let's welcome Jason.
Hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy?
Jimmy, 48 years old, grew up on the Eagles, grew up on Steely Dan. Listen, Hootie and the Blowfish coming in concert to Tampa in September. That's a big deal for me. I want to go see them. Eagles right up there at the top of the list. Man,
Okay.
I'm freaking out.
Okay, well, then if you're such a fan, you should know which one of these is untrue. I don't even know why I said that because we're talking about King Charles.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, I don't know about King Charles.
No,
but
here we
the
go.
Eagles, yeah.
All right,
He
King
doesn't
Charles.
have a degree in horse racing.
Talking about King Charles, here we go. Number one, King Charles plays 3 instruments, the guitar, the piano, and cello. He's also a classically trained singer as well. Number 2, King Charles is a qualified scuba diver and has been since the 70s. Or lastly, King Charles was made the Prince of Wales at just 13 years old. Which of those is a lie?
Jimmy, I'm freaking out. My heart rate is crazy. My blood pressure's high. I'm going to go 4. Number D.
The last one.
The last one is the one you want. The last
sir.
one. God,
The last one.
I hate doing this so much because I know you're such a fan, buddy, and that's why you're going to see the Eagles.
Let's go!
Let's go indeed, buddy. You're a winner. I'll tell you, for a bonus that doesn't mean anything. How old How old do you think he actually was when he ascended to the Prince of Wales title?
Hell if I know, dude.
All right, very good. I'll put you on hold. I know now
He doesn't care, man.
He was only 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
When he was made Prince of Wales. There's your winner. That's how you win a damn prize.
I was yelling for him, and I realized if he's cursing, I can't hear it because I'm yelling. I'm like, oh, I got to stop.
Yeah, King Charles was made the Prince of Wales at only 9 years old, not 13 years old. He does play 3 instruments, the guitar, the piano, and cello, and he
That's
is
what I thought was false.
a classically trained singer as well. He also is a qualified scuba diver and actually has been a scuba enthusiast since the 70s with plenty of dives. Loves doing it.
He just had a viral clip recently. Love it. He was out there walking. 2-3 mountain bikers drive by him. They just start talking to him. He's like, yeah, how's the bike ride? It's like, you're talking to the king.
He didn't care.
Very little security as well. He's just out there on his morning walk.
All right, a couple other things you may not know about King Charles before we get over to Raw's thoughts. In 1980, King Charles wrote a children's book called The Old Man of Lochnagar.
Okay.
Okay, that's Nagar.
Well, yeah, no, I'm
my
not
tongue
coming
froze
at
up.
you. I'm not coming at you for that.
He broke royal precedent by being in the delivery room for the birth of his sons. Up until then, no one had done it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right. You're not supposed to do that. Royal precedent says the king or the father stays out while the princes are being born. He founded an organic food company in 1990 called, is it Dutchy or Duchy? D-U-C-H-Y. Is it Duchy?
I would say Dutchy.
Yeah, I think it's Duchy.
Or Duchy Originals, which is now, you ready?
Why'd you listen to Ross, man?
Which is now the UK's biggest organic food and beverage brand. So he started at 90, and now it's a massive brand over there. And then lastly, he once sent a get well bottle of scotch to a very sober and very alcoholic and rehabbing
Winston?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, my.
When Ozzy was in rehab, he hurt himself or whatever. Charles sent him a bottle of scotch as a get-well present. And they met him at the door and said, "You are dumb. Maybe your ears can drink this." What's coming up for thoughts?
Everyone's.
No, sorry. It's not for bad jokes. Come on, man.
No, never.
Guys, we'd never do anything else.
So
I think it's for douchey.
So I think everyone's different, right?
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a frustrating thing because you just wish, like, why don't you just act like this, please? But I am curious because of our differences. I want to know one aspect about your weakness.
About a weakness of mine?
Yeah. A physical weakness.
Physical weakness.
I'm very curious. Texting service. I'm also asking for your ear because I really want to hear and find out what is the strangest one of these.
All right, we'll do that next.
Yes.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Delays continue this evening in the Orlando area as you take I-4 east and westbound, traveling between Osceola Parkway and 535, as well as between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. Accident activity reported northbound on the Turnpike as you approach the Canoe Creek Service Plaza. A serious crash is still affecting all southbound lanes on Orange Avenue at Sand Lake Road, where at least one eastbound lane and one westbound lane are blocked as well. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss Provember at Lowe's. Right now, save $80 on a DeWalt 20-volt 2-tool combo kit. Was $229, now $149. Lowe's knows pros. While supplies last, selection varies by location. Valid through 11/22, subject to change.
Winghouse Bar and Grill, man, if you want to get loose on a Tuesday night, this is the place to go. Here is why. $2 Tuesdays, right? $2 Crown and Downs, $2 mixed drinks, $2 beers. That's every Tuesday all day long. Throw in famous wings, delicious burgers, and ice cold beer, plus plenty of TVs everywhere, and you got the best place in the world to enjoy a football game. It's Winghouse Bar and Grill. Good food, beautifully served.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Are you tired of banking with a bank and dealing with excessive fees and minimums? For more than 85 years, Central Florida residents and small businesses have counted on Addition Financial Credit Union for better banking. Whether you're looking for fee-free checking, great savings rates, or low credit card, home, and auto loan rates, we put your financial well-being at the heart of everything we do. To learn more, visit additionfi.com. That's additionfi.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going. We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
On the next Access Hollywood, Keegan Thompson and Kel Mitchell together again. Good Burger is back. Access has new details about Kel's recent health scare.
CT scan, EKGs, everything.
Plus, most famous person that slid into the DMs. Golf cart confessions with Ariana Maddox and the making of her unforgettable revenge dress.
When you put that bad boy on, you knew, this is it.
Yeah, I did.
Were there other dresses?
Next, Access Hollywood. Hey, Mario Lopez here. Join me for Access Hollywood tonight at 7:30 on West 2.
O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at centomoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Let's talk turkey. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. With the holidays coming, I need your help. So quit driving the old car you hate cold turkey and treat yourself to a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Plus, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value. My dealer next door credit approval process butters up the bankers to help you get approved. That could get you a brand new 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage for only $14,900. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I'm your car dealer next door. Online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price. Negative equity may affect amount financed.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. CASH. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Okay, asking for my ear, that is my strangest weakness. I am deaf in my right ear, and when people try to talk to me on the right side, I have no idea that they're talking to me, and people think I am the rudest person on the planet. You can't tell I'm deaf because I can understand what you're saying most of the time, and it's actually really embarrassing to have people repeat themselves over and over and over again. So that's my weakness.
That seems odd to call that a weakness. I mean, you have no power over that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess. I feel bad that you even said that about yourself. You said it so rudely.
No.
She can't hear you.
Right, she would have appreciated that joke.
You're right. You're right.
She can read speakers.
Oh, yeah. See, she's smart. Hey, listen, if you're listening to us beat the living hell out of ourselves Monday through Friday, I think they can take a jab or two.
Yeah, you can step into the fray occasionally.
Yeah, you can catch a stray.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Cash, by the way, is your 6 o'clock keyword, CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000.
And that started with you not wanting her to beat herself up.
Right.
And then we do it.
Right. See, that's what I said. We can handle it for her.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
We can take some of this, savor some calories.
And if you want to send us a talk back, it's free on the iHeartRadio app.
It certainly is. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And Jack.
Yo.
And Ross has some thoughts. Let's get them.
Oh, man.
It's weird.
I don't want them, but I guess we're going to get them.
It's funny.
I want to know.
Sometimes.
What takes you down?
It's Ross.
To your knees.
Spelled like sauce.
When it really shouldn't.
It's Ross Thoughts.
So I had a friend in high school, and we still make fun of him for this, about this to this day. He does not hug people, but not because he's not, like, too manly. He's been hurt too many times because he swears that he has a sensitive back. And a lot of people, he was in high school and also in part of the soccer team and stuff, people would give him a hug and just, hit him on the back. And he always had to be like, all right, yeah, go team. And then he had to just take it on the chin. And then it got to a point around, he was like 19 years old. He's like, I'm done. I'm done hugging people.
Yeah.
I just can't take it. And as he described it then, that just small slap on my back is punching way above the average weight class of what other people experience.
All right.
So to the average person, a pat on the back is nothing. To this guy, it's just like a soul destroyer. And he has all these tattoos. He's a big manly man. He's now a firefighter, can't hug.
Oh, man.
Because his back is sensitive. We still make fun of it. It's a blast. But I started thinking
sounds like he's having fun.
Which is wild though, and I appreciate the talk back, but that's not that's kind of a badass weakness because no one can look at you and go like, oh, all right, I guess.
Like, yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, what are you, deaf? You know, like people, they might not know, but I think there's way more understanding for, you know, someone who has hard of hearing than someone who has a soft back. So I started thinking, what is my I've always known this. All right. So you have the OGs, something that physical weaknesses that punch above the weight class. What a great example, stubbing your toe. Stubbing your toe is the OG son of a, you know, like that's
in the winter, it's way worse.
And
when your feet are cold, it is. You get so mad so fast.
So fast.
Like I just got mad thinking about it.
Yeah. So I want to rule stubbing your toe out because I feel like that's a universal human physical weakness. That pinky toe just straight clobbing that coffee table. Yeah, I'm fine. Merry Christmas.
Right.
It goes in a different direction.
Yeah.
Perpendicular to your foot.
Oh, man.
Do you guys clip your nails? Do you use a clipper or do you do it with your hands and kind of peel them like with your fingernails? Do you?
Animal.
I see where this is going. I already don't like it.
Yeah.
I clip them. You tear them, don't you?
I tear them, and occasionally that means I tear it down to the quick.
That's why you use clippers, Palaka.
And let me tell you where that gets unfun. I will tell you where that gets unfun. You pull that quick off, you're like, God dang it, I hate it when I do that. It sucks. It's so hypersensitive. And then you're making dinner, and you're making pickled onions.
Oh,
and you know what you do with pickled onions? You put them in a thing, and you take a lime.
Specific, but I'm following.
And you squeeze the lime on top of these onions, and then put a little sugar in there, and you stir them up.
Oh.
Well, you know what happens when you stick a freshly raw quick into a vat of lime juice? Well, it feels like you got hit with a cattle prod.
Yes. It punches way above the weight class.
It sucks at levels that are hard to explain.
That's a 130-pound fighter fighting Mike Tyson.
And that's a thing that I can't get away from because I'm so used to either chewing or picking my nails because I don't like them being long. And I've got this tooth that almost is like a can opener. I can just tap right across. I love the way it feels. I don't know why.
Another OG physical weakness that everyone has, basketball to the face, right in the nose, you're crying.
Oh, yeah, you're
It doesn't
crying.
matter what you're doing, you're crying.
Well, that's that same thing with Deb hitting her knee under that console.
All the time.
Oh, that headphone thing. And it man.
Deb, talk to me. Feed me. Walk me through your physical rock bottom weakness. Is that it, the knee against the counter, or is there something else?
Oh, well, I mean, there's nothing like pulling in for a great show that starts at 3 only to start the show with,
Yeah, right. As soon as you're about to go on the air.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Welcome to the Jim Colbert Show. Deb is here. Oh, yeah. Jack.
Good afternoon.
What?
Is it Jack?
Deb got it.
Yeah. Jim's there. What is your physical weakness?
Does my tinnitus count?
No, it's you're picking your stupid arms. That's what it is.
Okay. Then it's that.
No, but like when you hurt yourself is there anything that you feel like you could walk up to people and go like, I mean, this bothers you too, right? And then everyone goes like, I mean, kind of.
Yeah. I don't know, Jack.
You're not going to play the card that you have no physical weakness.
Well, no, he has really severe tinnitus.
I just gave you one, and you said that doesn't count. And
well, not everyone has tinnitus, you know?
Okay, I have a ringing in my ears that is 24/7.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So it's just like, it's like you heard a grenade or something go off?
I'm hearing you and a ringing in my ear.
Right.
How great do you think my life is right now?
Well, I'm going to make it better because we are going to have a small duet, that tone of yours and myself. Did that help?
I bet that helped.
Yeah, that had to have helped.
It's probably cured, right?
Yeah, we nailed it.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
That's only going to cost you $267,000.
I hit my copay. Come on, man.
Shins.
Oh, man.
Shin
when I used to skateboard
is my number one. It's not close. I rather take an eye gouge than getting a razor scooter to a shin.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it why soccer players go down so easy?
I don't know. All I know is
skateboarding when you're learning kick flips.
Whoa!
Inevitably, you are going to catch the edge of that board to your shin over. I can show you dents in my shins to this day from skating.
Shin, there is no place in hell that comes close to a good old shin rip.
You are wrong. I just thought of it.
What do you got?
You're wrong. Jack just did this. Or was it my son? I think Jack just did it.
He gets us confused.
Well, I can't
That's our
remember.
next
I
topic.
can't remember who.
Come on, Dad.
We'll Dr. Phil that next.
You ready?
Yeah.
Biting your tongue
Yeah.
is awful.
Biting the inside of your cheek.
Yeah. I didn't just do it. It wasn't me.
Okay, it was
but
my boy.
Yeah,
then.
that sucks.
Yeah, biting your tongue sucks. I bit.
Because you can hear it.
I bit my tongue so hard last week that it created a flap in the top of my tongue that I could move around on the top of my mouth. And I showed it to my wife, and she put her hand over her mouth as if I just showed her a gun wound. And she did. I'm not kidding. Like, she goes, "Oh, my God, what'd you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, is it that bad?" Then I looked at it in the mirror, and it was a straight-up triangle flap, like half the size of my pinky nail that had gnawed out of my tongue.
I also texting service talking about the shin on the trailer hitch. Yeah. That thing ain't moving, dude. That thing's been destroying shins ever since it came out.
How about jamming a thumb?
Jamming a thumb.
Like when you're reaching for something or you're trying to catch a ball or something, it hits you dead in the top of the finger?
Really poorly placed pimples also can punch way above its weight.
It closer to the nose, the worst.
It won't take me down to my knees, but it is
brings tear to the eye.
It is a problem.
The very first event my wife went to with me it wasn't even my wife then, it was my girlfriend. It was a station event, and it was when the Monsters of the Morning went against Howard Stern, and we beat them for a couple books. I think for a year or a couple books. It wasn't quite a year, I don't believe, but we beat him in the ratings. It was a heads-up match. We beat him, after he took over. And she stepped off a curb and turned her ankle to the point where it broke. Just stepping off a curb downtown Orlando. Just stepping off. That's it. Nothing
High
else.
heels.
And you still married her.
Yeah.
Wow, what a guy.
Had to carry her around that day.
What a guy.
And do the show.
You had permission?
No, I just picked her up.
Yeah. So whether
come with me.
Whether it's a razor scooter to the shin, whether you're biting your mouth.
How about mustache hair caught in a beer can top?
Oh God.
My God. How about this? This literally happened to me today.
Any nut check.
Yeah, any nut check.
Yeah.
Any nut check. Even the one with your friends like, nut check. Ha ha ha. No, still
Not
hurts
funny.
the same. I put on my headphones. It grabbed some of my hair. I took off my headphones. There goes some of my hair. Son of a... It's not always great being a human, but we need to recognize the rock bottom things that hurt way more than they should have, so that way we can appreciate the things that make you go, you know what, that wasn't that bad. Because you can't have one without the other. And those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. It's about balance. Peace.
There you go. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Cash is your 6 o'clock keyword, CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. I got a question for you guys when we get back. Similar to what Russ was just asking. I'll tell you that next.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
What about Mini Kiss? Are they doing it?
No, I hate those little guys.
They make a mockery of Kiss. Yeah, why? I got a lot of questions as to why, because I could agree. People shouldn't make fun of my clown rock and roll band.
Right?
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Delays continue this evening in the Orlando area as you take I-4 east and westbound, traveling between Osceola Parkway and 535, as well as between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. Accident activity reported northbound on the Turnpike as you approach the Canoe Creek Service Plaza. A serious crash is still affecting all southbound lanes on Orange Avenue at Sand Lake Road, where at least one eastbound lane and one westbound lane are blocked as well. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC's $5 Famous Bowl. Gift yourself something extra tasty this holiday season. Packed with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, cheese, and gravy, all for just $5. It's finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Stella Etoile wants to know, who would you like to have dinner with? That's right. Join the Stella team at 310 Lakeside in downtown Orlando this Friday, November 17th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you'd like to have dinner with. It's that simple. Past, present, or future, and then why. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Etoile and chalice. You get the glass as well. Snap that QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner. And as always, let's start with a Stella.
The next generation of streaming is here.
Introducing Spectrum One Stream. Get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, including advanced Wi-Fi, and one unlimited mobile line free for 12 months. And when you add Spectrum TV, get a Zumo Stream Box free for 12 months. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit spectrum.com for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs. So there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered. And trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good, go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is priceless. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt, and we have access to every single traffic camera in the state of Florida. Injured on the go, just call Mo, Orlando's injury attorneys.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
Just moved into your new home with an alarm system that's inactive or needs updating? SafeTouch is ready to provide you peace of mind in 3 days or less. Call SafeTouch 844-324-2900 now. License number EF2001945.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Bruno, a Better Money Habits volunteer champion who helps debt feel less scary by giving clients tips and tools to tackle it little by little. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? Look no further than Frogger's Grill and Bar. We've got your sports fix covered with Saturday college football, NFL football on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays too. Catch all the action on our tons of high-definition TVs while enjoying drink specials available all week long. Don't miss out on Frogger's amazing menu, where everything is fresh, never frozen. Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. Frogger's, hopping with food and fun.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app. Sex, lies, and spray tans.
We'll take you all the way back to Dancing with the Stars Season 1 and up through today for all the dance floor drama. Next question with Katie Couric. Katie brings the thoughtful, inquisitive, relatable style to a slew of new and intimate conversations with some of the most fascinating and innovative people in news, politics, and pop culture. The Uppity Knitter podcast with Saida Garrett, featuring musicians that Saida is friends with, discussing their interesting and unusual hobbies.
Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This hour of programming brought to you by MyHomeBuildersNetwork.com. Need a new roof? Then you need Mike at MyHomeBuildersNetwork.com.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, what'd you say? It's all good. Thought it was funny. Thanks for playing my clip.
What a queen! I love it when people get it. It's my favorite thing ever. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Cash is your 6 o'clock keyword. Had a winner at 3, guys.
Yeah, Jerry from St. Cloud.
That's right. Got that $1,000. It's
winner
out
number
there.
5.
CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send it away for your chance at $1,000. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. What are you fist pumping for, boss?
I'm just happy over fan interaction. I'll be honest with you. One of my least favorite things, I love doing the show with you guys, but one thing that I would love, that I yearn and fantasize about, is knowing if I would love to have all of our listeners listening at the same time in front of us to really know what's working, what's not. Yeah. I made that joke in the last segment. Honestly, just banking that she would be about it, and to have it confirmed, it almost felt like I was at a comedy club there for a second.
You're in.
Yeah. Like, it's just cool to know.
And by the way,
that exists.
And I don't know how this is going to come off, but I'll say it anyway. And we know that the deaf community isn't the most, like, the deaf community can be difficult sometimes, right? Like, even in the, I'll give you an example. Like, we've learned this before, right? Like people who are, what are they call it, hearing abled? Is that how they say it?
I'm not sure, but I know like cochlear implants is very controversial in the deaf community.
Right. Them getting hearing for their children, if the parents are deaf, is not, usually a no-brainer.
It's not objectively a slam dunk of a decision.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's kind of like a, so being deaf is
too, you're disabled. Like, they don't even like being, it's not really even considered a disability to them, is it? Like, I don't think you can call deaf people disabled. I don't think they like that. Yeah. I think there's a real stigma around that.
And I don't think deaf people would think someone with one ear that they can't hear out of is deaf.
I'll tell you a funny story about that, but it's just kind of funny to hear us, make a joke like that and have somebody in that community also get it and laugh about it. Yeah. So there's a deaf person on the Great British Baking Show this season, right? She has a hearing aid and a cochlear implant, so she's got this thing behind her ear. I'll tell you something interesting. In Britain, they get a lot of feedback about their television. I've just read about it a little bit. There's a lot of interaction. They write a lot of letters. They interact with the people and the people who produce the shows, right? The BBC or whomever, right? Whoever's producing the program, they interact with them a lot. Unlike here, you don't write somebody a letter and say, hey, I don't like the way the storyline's going. We noticed during the Great British Baking Show, the first 4 episodes, we're like, wow, this deaf girl is talking a lot. Like, they have an interpreter there and everything, but she was just talking. Like, she was deaf, there's no question, but because she had enough hearing and she had her implant, she could have normal conversations. She didn't have that thing that when deaf people are born deaf where they talk like that because they can barely hear themselves. Right. That's a normal thing. It's not a mock or anything. It's just how it is. We noticed that episode 5, she stopped talking and she started signing more. And we could only assume that she received, or they got some backlash from the deaf community. They're like, wow, she's deaf, but you can never tell because she's talking so much. So sure enough, the 5th and 6th shows, she started signing a lot more. And you could actually see her in one scene kind of catch herself talking and then shut up and start doing the sign language thing.
Oh, she wasn't representing the deaf community in the best way.
She was not. And they're very sensitive about it. And I guess you can understand that. But we learned that like the 2nd or 3rd year on the show. I brought that up, and we got some blowback from people who had deaf children or deaf parents, and they said there is a strong set of rules in that community that you have to adhere to because you can get ostracized.
I think Coda is the film that taught everyone.
Oh man,
the intricacies of the deaf community and the layers and the rules, and
that should be mandatory viewing, by the way.
It was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
I mean, so good.
The father's joke was the best.
Yeah.
Do you remember the joke?
I don't know. Can we say it?
Yeah, we can.
Can we?
Because he passed gas, and he looked at his daughter, and he said, "You know why God made farts smell?" And the daughter said no, and he said, "So the deaf can enjoy them too." That was his first movie he ever acted in.
Oh, yeah. It was great. If you haven't
And he
seen
won
Coda.
an Oscar.
Yeah.
And won an Oscar, exactly.
If you haven't seen Coda, you got to see it.
I was on top of that movie when it came out. I was blown away.
Yeah,
so good.
That is in my Rushmore.
By the way, the band you told me about earlier, I text my kids today, and usually they already know about it.
I got them?
No clue.
Yes!
No clue.
There's nothing better when you find like a new band that hasn't like released a whole bunch of music and you start mentally buying stock in that band.
Well, who is it?
The Last Dinner Party.
It's an all-female alternative band called The Last Dinner Party, and it's pretty darn cool. It sounds like a mix of MGMT and somebody else. I can't even put my finger on it.
Oh man, I'm a fan.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
One of their
It's a part of a video game or something, right?
Yeah. One of their songs was in the latest FIFA. That's not called FIFA, but anybody who knows about playing soccer through video games, you know that FIFA has the best set collection of music that gets released every year because they're just international bangers from around the world that you've never heard of.
Isn't it wild how often that happens in the world of music? Remember, I don't think this broke them per se, but I know that what's the band from Georgia? They were so hot about 10 years ago. 3-piece, kind of a folk rock kind of thing.
Not Florida Georgia Line.
No. Oh my God. Sex on Fire.
What?
Sex on Fire.
Kings of Leon?
Yeah, the Kings of Leon. They had a song called, they had a song in an Apple commercial before anybody knew who they were. And I remember when they hit, I was like, well, that sounds like that band from the Apple commercial. And then we just read a story recently about who was the guy who was doing the movie, and the band, the girl was the singer. She lived in the apartment next to him, and he said, hey, look, I want you to be in the soundtrack. And it blew her up. He was like responsible for her career just by getting her in the soundtrack of this movie. We just did
Lisa Loeb.
Lisa Loeb is exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, got her into the Reality Bites soundtrack. And then she turned into a massive indie superstar.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke, right.
I had a friend who told me about Kendrick in like 2006.
Oh, really?
And she went and saw him live in front of like 20 people.
Oh, wow. The only one I came close like that in the hip-hop world is I was on to Azalea Banks a little bit before she almost blew up, and then her personality ostracized everyone in the hip-hop community, and she became a nothing. But she had a song called The 312, I believe, that blew up for a little bit. And I was like, man, this chick is going to hit it, and just turned into nothing.
You broke Elle King in Orlando.
I knew Elle King. Matter of fact, I talked about her before anybody, and the country star, the one that was married to Blake Shelton. Miranda Lambert. Yeah, I remember just kind of going through YouTube and clicking along, and I saw this really cute blonde girl in jean shorts singing, and the video had like 100,000 views. And I was like, man, this girl is like really good and super Southern, like super country, and they love that in country music. For those girls that have that twang like that, they love it. And of course, she blew up.
I know 3 people. You mentioned the British Baking Show, which I have not seen yet.
Right. It's too good.
Yeah. Well, I know 3 people who have dubbed that as the best show on television.
It is the best show on TV.
It's wholesome, right?
It's the
pure.
best. It's the best. I will tell you something. Do this test for me. Just do this test, right? Start with this season. You don't have to watch any of the other seasons. And they replace somebody, and they have this chick named Allison that's basically like the correspondent from their Today Show is on the show now. I'm telling you straight up, if you've had a bad day, you watch one episode of the Great British Baking Show, and you will feel better about your life itself. It is so good.
What was that noise?
You don't believe it?
Was that a door?
Well, I mean, you're a Dr. Pimple Popper fan and talked about the Fatalanche.
Let me give you the cross-section of the 3 people who have dubbed this the best show.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay, so you have one self-proclaimed Jim Colbert.
It's your boy JC.
Right?
It's your boy JC. He coming in hot about it.
You have the phlebotomist who took my blood on Saturday at One Blood.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And you have Rachel Maddow.
Oh, really?
Oh, and Tori, his wife. She's a big fan too, right?
So that's 4.
Four
Rachel Maddow.
people.
I knew Jim had stuff in common with Rachel.
Yeah,
when I heard Rachel Maddow say that, I'm like, damn, who'd have thought?
Yeah, right. It's so
They
good.
have something in common.
Haircut needed more love.
That doesn't stop it from being the best show ever. Even if that loathsome Rachel Maddow.
Loathsome.
And this is I'm surprised that there's not more positive. Would you say that show is still made for adults?
Oh, yeah, buddy. Are you kidding?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that there isn't more positive adult shows. If you look at the success of the Great British Baking Show, boom, positive, wholesome, probably even, dare I say, like light, adult Disney Channel vibes. It's,
yeah, but they do have some, they do that double entendre thing a lot.
And then you look at Ted Lasso, another positive, wholesome, where I felt like the creators of both of those shows were like, I think they're exhausted of the dark, grimy.
Well, let me tell you.
Well, that's
crime thriller, dystopian.
Like even the cooking shows here in America are very competitive. You're talking about the Beat Bobby Flay.
Yeah,
or,
people are crying.
Yeah. I mean, people like they're real competing. They're talking crap. They do these intro roll-ins where these guys crossing his knife like I've done this and done this. I'm gonna sticking his knife on. I'm gonna outcook you, John, or whatever. Like these people on this British baking show are like, and how's your day? Would you like a massage? I mean, it's just like they're the nicest people. They cheer each other on. When one person wins, they're all cheering.
And then back in the States, they're over here cutting wrestling promos for a Wellington.
Right, exactly. Overhand throwing blocks of butter.
Don't bring up my dad.
Let me ask you one quick question before we get out of here today. If you could switch careers with one person, who would it be?
Whoa.
Now, listen, here's the thing. This is all-encompassing. Could be business, could be sports, could be entertainment. If you could switch careers and take credit for one person's career, who would it be? I've got mine. Because I think he's the greatest sportsman that ever lived. So I have mine.
It can be any athlete.
It can be any athlete, any actor.
You're grabbing all of their accolades.
Any you get to transfer your name onto their
body of work.
Onto their body of work. Who would it be?
Are you then living their life from this moment on?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I never really thought of it
you
like
just want their resume.
Yeah, just what I'm saying is what resume, and basically the question is, what resume do you think is the most impressive when it comes to what they accomplished? And you would like, man, I'd love to have my name on top of that. For me, it's Jack Nicklaus. Because I think not only did he win more majors than anybody as a golfer, this is a guy that would play a major tournament, like a U.S. Open. And on Thursday and Friday nights, specifically Friday nights, he would take a private jet after his round back home to watch his boys play football. He was dedicated to his family, still married to the same woman he was married to when he got married. I mean, been with her for 70 years or whatever. He never had any scandals, no controversy, no nothing. All he did was win, be a good person, be a good dad, be a great spokesperson. I mean, when it comes to that, for me, as sports personalities, in my world, Jack Nicklaus is the greatest that's ever lived.
I think I'm going Spielberg.
Spielberg's a good one.
Oprah.
Oprah's a damn good one. Damn, really? What?
Never mind.
Yeah, say it.
Did Jack?
No.
Did Dad take yours?
No, we talked over each other.
Yeah, I talked over
it
because
didn't work. So go ahead.
I didn't know that you were going to say it. So Oprah, I find odd for you because she's not necessarily a journalist. I thought you would pick a journalist.
No, I like Oprah because she used her format to lift books, start conversations with people. She elevated the art of television when she just could have done Baby Daddy.
Man, one of the best deals out there too.
People started reading in this country again because of her book club. She had a lot of influence on writers.
I agree. Jack, what's yours?
I don't know. I have to think about it. I mean, I could pick someone out and just say like Springsteen or something, but there's a better one, and I'd need time.
No, you
Jeter.
need time.
How
about Jeter?
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but I mean, Jeter the thing is, I mean, I want it to be all encompassing. I mean, like, in other words, their character as a person, what they accomplished in their particular discipline.
Well, then I think Derek Jeter is an easy lock, and also Lou Gehrig as well.
I mean, I would think it would be for you. For some reason, I thought it would be somebody in politics. For some reason, I thought it would be a civic leader.
I need more time to kind of think that because there's
Obama.
I thought of that too. Yeah.
Seemed like a Mandela guy.
I didn't think you would go for sports. That's I
didn't plan that. That's the easy picking. That's why I did not answer this right away.
Especially, I didn't think you'd take a guy that
I'd want to think think it.
All right, Jack.
Lou Gehrig.
And that's why the first thing I said was Pee Wee Herman.
Nice.
Well, you can do that.
Who else?
God, man, Jack.
I mean, if you had to take somebody from the music industry, who would it be? I guess we could have broken this down for industries. For me, I'm telling you, this is going to seem silly. Well, I don't know. Because when you pick a band, you got to pick the one person in the band that you think is like, you just say easily, Robert Plant. Who wouldn't want to have Robert Plant's, career? But Robert Plant didn't write a lot of those songs. That was Jimmy Page.
Right.
So, I mean, who are you?
And that's why I think I'm going Prince.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
I've yet to see somebody who is as celebrated from their audience and all of their fellow musicians much as Prince.
And how about this? Even if you don't like his music, you can still respect him as an artist.
Yeah, you still go like, damn, dude, that's a lot of instruments.
Yeah. Hip-hop? Who would it be in hip-hop?
Oh, you know what? I
got mine already.
This is going to sound weird. I'm going with Paul Wall.
Paul Wall? Because he's white?
Well, no, I don't know. I just think Paul Wall is really cool, and he's cool looking, and everyone seems to like him, and he's making a research. He's making a comeback.
He's coming back. He's like 60.
Yeah, he's really old.
Who would it be for you?
A name I've never heard of.
Oh, really?
No idea.
Who would it be in hip hop for you?
Oh.
It doesn't have to be a female.
Andre 3000.
Oh, that's a good one. He just came out with a new record.
I know.
That is a way better guess than Paul Wall.
Yeah.
He's always been my favorite member of Outkast.
God, for me in the music business, and I have to like it, right? I can't just go, okay, I'm doing it because this person achieved something.
Not true.
You have to like it.
There's no rules.
No, I disagree with that. I think if you were a Beatles fan, you'd have to choose between John Lennon or Paul McCartney. Who would you pick, Lennon or McCartney?
Well,
Ringo.
My whole thing is that, you don't have to necessarily like their music, but we're coming from a place of man, I want their success, their accolades, their awards, what they've done.
Their resume, which is their body of work, and if you don't appreciate it, why would you want it?
Let me give you an example.
Unless it's for the wrong reasons, Ross.
What comic? What comedian would you want the career of? And as when you look at their career, like movies they've made, stand-up specials they've done, everything they did completely, it would be hard to ignore Eddie Murphy in that situation, right? Because he's gotten a bunch of success. But if you don't like Eddie Murphy's stuff, I would say something that fits you.
I think
for me, it's Dennis Miller, without question. I mean, it's not even close. Nobody's even in a remote second. Dennis Miller's career is without question something I would love to put my name on. I think he is one of the most brilliant cats ever.
I think I would go Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele's a damn good one, dude.
Because I know where my heart is when it comes to anything comedy, and I love stand-up comedy, but the one thing about sketch comedy is I know how that's harder for me, and to be able to see how he mastered that and then turned into this horror film monster I just want to be somebody who's known to be some creative, giant.
And then speaking of that, man, how could you ignore Lorne Michaels' career?
Yeah.
How about that one? 50 years of SNL. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Let's do last call here, guys. We have 5 lines open. Grab one now. Again, that's 407-916-1041. Little callback, little joke, anything to make us laugh. It's your turn to do the show. 5 lines open. Grab one now. 407-916-1041. We'll do last call next.
Paul was stupid.
Got something to say?
Oh, my God. Don't look, you son of a bitch.
Call now. 407-916-1041. Last call. Sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword free hard scan.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center. Powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. We do have another gloomy and showery day. Those passing showers continuing throughout this afternoon. We're likely going to be seeing afternoon highs in the upper 70s through the Orlando metro. So staying below seasonal today. Rain chances will continue to increase with the highest chance on Thursday. It is a Fox 35 weather impact day due to the heavy rain that's expected with the potential for flooding. Remember to depend on the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Don't wait till the turkey is done. Drive into any Central Florida area Valvoline Instant Oil Change where our certified technicians are happy to help get you back to the table in no time. Stay in your car and no appointment needed. For money-saving coupons, go to VIOC.com.
Inflation running high. Nobody knows when it's going to level out. That is why you got to make your move right now. Buy your windows and doors at FAS Windows and Doors and lock in your price. They have the largest window and door showroom in all of Central Florida. 38 unique windows on display, ready for you to operate. Pick out your favorites and then have them installed. They all have impact-resistant glass. They give you security, noise reduction, and maximum efficiency. Plus, they have a full selection of hurricane windows and doors. Estimates are always free, and you always get plenty of options. And all of these products, every one, has a lifetime warranty. Act right now. Get those rebates of $55 per window and $95 per door. No money down, no interest, no payments, available for 12 months for a limited time. They're easy to find. Fairbanks and I-4. Slide in, pick out the windows of your dreams, have them installed at your house. Well, it's going to feel better. It's going to look better. It's going to be safer, and your AC is going to work less, which means it's going to last longer. And of course, your power bills will drop. Hop online today. Book your appointment. It's FASWD.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Looking for a sizzling good time in all of Central Florida? Look no further than Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club, where flavor meets fun. Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club is proud to bring you top-tier entertainment, along with our delicious fresh barbecue offerings. Whether you're looking for a night out with friends, a unique date night, or just a good time, Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club is the place to be. Utilize code 1041 for monster deals online or in-house. Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club in St. Cloud, where flavor meets fun.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Baby boomers and retirees, do you know the retirement tax risk road you are traveling? Congress has changed from incentivizing Americans to save for their retirement future to penalizing Americans who have successfully saved. Protect yourself from the proposed wave of higher taxes coming out of Washington. The Biden administration's spend and tax schemes are only going to add more taxes to our retirement. Imagine how you can remove yourself from the retirement tax system. Learn in under 30 seconds your retirement tax exposure. Visit retirementtaxcalculator.com. retirementtaxcalculator.com.
Spectrum Business is made to work the way small business works. Made to rise and grind. Made to start small, but think big. Made to do this and that all at once. And made to do it all with fast, easy-to-use, ultra-reliable internet, phone, and mobile services, working together to connect every aspect of your business. Because when you're made to work this hard, you need a seamless network made to work even harder. Spectrum Business, made to work. Learn more at spectrum.com/work.
Listen up. This is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Do you want a hassle-free process? Of course you do. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the BBB. That's Better Business Bureau, baby, and thousands of online reviews. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games.
Touchdown!
Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
John Mellencamp is going to ROCK in 2024. And if you listen here with the free iHeartRadio app, you and a guest could be on your way to see him with VIP access to one of America's iconic rockers. We'll get you to a Mellencamp tour stop and put you up for 2 nights with front row seats, a backstage pass to meet John, and you'll walk away with a signed art book and a nice bag of treats. For a chance to win this iHeartRadio once-in-a-lifetime experience, listen to this station on the free iHeartRadio app.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
I am dealing with little pain right now. If you've ever had an ingrown toenail and bang that against something, I just did it, and yeah. Also, if you've ever had gout, that's really fun too.
I heard that gout is one of the worst things of all time. Like the worst.
That's why they called it gout.
I heard kidney stones are the worst.
That's pretty bad too. Ingrown nose hair.
Yep.
Like you have a zit inside your nose, and you just touch it, and your eyes start watering. All right, 2 lines open for last call, guys. 407-916-1041. Just 2. Grab them now.
There had to have been one of our listeners that's had gout and kidney stones.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Text us. Let us know which one was worse.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you an example of gout. You met my father-in-law?
Yeah.
John, right? You met him?
Yeah, he's the man.
Right, he's the man. I personally saw him shoot a nail gun through the webbing of his hand. Like right here, as he was holding something, he shot the nail gun through the webbing between his thumb and his pointer finger. That webbing, shot it through there. Watched him pull it out from the backside and keep working. Never even stopped. Never put a Band-Aid on it. Never nothing. Reached down there as if it was just oh, shoot, I shot myself again through my body with a nail gun again. Oh, darn, right? He had gout and said it was the worst pain he's ever experienced in his life. Wow. And this is a guy who shoots himself with nail guns. Said it was
for fun.
Said it was way worse. Like not even close. Like you can't even put the weight of a sheet on your foot. Like that's how bad it is.
The rich man's disease, right?
Yeah, because it's cholesterol or fat. Yeah.
Yeah. Like meats.
Yeah.
Rich gravies and stuff.
Steak. A lot of fatty meats like that and stuff. It's crystals, I guess, that get in between your joints or whatever. Oh, man. And that's, by the way, I didn't even get this. That stupid vertigo thing I deal with occasionally is a pain in my ass.
Oh, yeah.
That situational vertigo is the worst.
Being Chris Walken would have been pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Chris Walken.
Yeah, wow. All of that.
Wow. When you get
he's beloved. He's been in a lot of cool movies.
I had the gout.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite things, too, I remember Chris Walken in an interview was like, yep, don't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
And they were like, how do people call you? He's like, people walk up to me and talk to me.
Right.
Everything
Bill
you
Murray
said could also describe Bill Murray.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Murray has an answering machine.
Or maybe it was him going, I don't have an email. It was just whatever answer to the question, whatever it was like, man, Walken has figured it out.
Oh, yeah.
He's done.
There was listening to the that Fly on the Wall podcast with Dana Carvey and David Spade. And
Keep going back.
It's still terrible, but they get great guests. And they were talking about writing. Seth Meyers was the guest this week, and that's one of the reasons I listened. And they were talking about having Walken on and how he would just tell you, if you did a good job. And they said through read-through, they were in a phase where they were rewriting jokes all the time. And they did the read-through. It did pretty well. They went back and tried to pump it up a little bit. And then when they brought it back to Walken, he goes, you screwed it all up.
Yeah.
It's all bad now, All right, 407-916-1041. Just one line open for last call. Grab that now if you want. Deborah.
Yes, sir.
Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Frogger's Grill and Bar for their $25 gift card to Michael P. and his little guest, Caden.
And who gave that to them? Who won that for them this week?
That was
Jack.
the Jim Colbert Show. Yeah.
The Jim Colbert Show. Yay.
You can leave show off. It was Jim Colbert. It was me.
I'm the one who sent the email.
Yeah, Ross had to answer the phone.
It was a team effort, Jimmy. Is that what you're looking for? Team effort?
It was my effort.
Hey, go team.
Team won.
My effort.
We
and
also
only me.
want to thank Scott Brown with Edgewater Family Wealth, and last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running that YouTube chat.
Absolutely. By the way, if you did not hear about Scott's seminar tomorrow at Orlando Country Club at 11 o'clock in the morning, just go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com and you can register to get in there. They're giving lunch out as well and some knowledge. Maybe you can use that knowledge to make or keep some more money. Jack, question of the day?
Yeah, the question was, do you prefer the self-checkout line?
No, nobody does. Oh, you know what? I'll go 22%. Do.
61.
50% do. 50% don't.
Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. Very nice. I like when you break it down. It gets very confusing. The math gets very tough. I appreciate that very much.
Hey, Siri, show me an example of a Jack Bradshaw joke.
Yeah. Give me some Jack Jaw.
I just wanted you to know there were no undecideds in our panel.
Well, there
Thanks,
you
Jack. I
go.
appreciate that very much. Right down the middle. Ross, stand up.
None this week. If you do see anything for a Don't Tell comedy show, I'll be on that this Friday. But no headlining gigs. But if you want more information for 2024, which seems to be my busiest year to date, you can go to rosscomedy.com.
Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go. Let's get to it. Party Mom, let's go with Murphy. Last call.
Mine are Will Ferrell and Ron Jeremy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There
You
you
want to
go.
be in prison
In
for
jail?
rape.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he's a bad person. I've met Ron Jeremy a couple times. I have to tell you, what you see when you see Ron Jeremy on TV is exactly like he is a person. He's a skeezy human being. Ron Jeremy is a skeezy guy. The scary thing about Ron Jeremy being a really skeezy dude is that dude must have 140 IQ. He was so articulate and smart. And it was just a
Wasted.
Did not bathe, didn't wash his hair. So gross.
Oh, and people mounted that.
So gross. Big T, last call.
All right, so Jimmy, congratulations on your big win this week.
Thank
and
you.
also, about my mother calling the show last week. She's a very independent woman and fights her own fights, you son of a bitch.
Look, I'm scared. I am 50 times more scared of her than you, buddy. Let's see.
So he's moderately afraid.
Mike, last call.
Fasten up, kids. It's going to be rougher than gout and a kidney stone here. Mike Buzzer Larson here. Jim, I'm 66. What does a 66-year-old man and a Christmas tree have in common?
I don't know, buddy. What does a 66-year-old man and a Christmas tree have in common?
Well, the wood is dead and the balls are just for decoration.
Not bad.
Oh, he died on that one.
He hung up.
I cut him off a little bit. Party Mom, take us home. Last call.
So, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, that's Devotion.
Nice.
So my daughter was doing homework the other night about Galileo, and she asked me if I knew anything. And all I could come up with was he was a poor boy from a poor family. Smoke weed every day.
All right, there you go. Thanks very much. All right, let's get out of here. Tomorrow we have, let's see, Animal House.
Kathy Burns and Sally Edmonds from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando.
Scott Maxwell will be in as well, and I believe we got Tom and Dan tomorrow. Is it Thursday?
That is tomorrow, 4:20.
There you go. Tom and Dan in with us tomorrow. You'll hear them here in just a few minutes talking about their Bad at Business Beer Fest coming up in Sanford this weekend, a legendary event. We'll talk to those guys tomorrow for sure. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with a corporate time. And our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show.
This just in, someone voted 51% prefer the self-checkout, 49% now do not.
Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
Bye.